Before we begin, if you enjoy these sleep stories, a like and subscribe helps this channel grow. I'm curious, where are you listening from, and what time is it there? Leave a comment below. Now let's begin. The morning light filters through floor-to-ceiling windows, casting long, geometric patterns across the polished, cool expanse of your penthouse's marble floor. A soft, almost imperceptible hum from the discrete climate control systems provides a steady, gentle counterpoint to the distant, muted chorus of the city slowly stirring far below. You stir beneath the weightless drape of silk sheets, feeling their incredibly smooth, cool texture against your skin, a luxurious whisper of comfort. It is a sensation that is both familiar and exquisitely designed. Your fingers slowly unfurl from their resting place, tracing the faint, delicate weave of the fabric with a light touch before settling, palm up, on the perfectly plumped pillow beside you. You are completely enveloped in a cocoon of quiet and softness. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the subtle, uplifting scent of citrus and a hint of warm cedar from a nearby, understated diffuser to gently fill the peaceful space. The faintest echo of a single, slow-moving delivery truck's engine rises from the streets far below, a low, rhythmic thrum. Then it gently fades into the background, leaving only the consistent, soft hum of the room. You gradually open your eyes, allowing them ample time to softly adjust to the pale, burgeoning light. The room unfolds before you, vast and meticulously designed with an effortless, understated elegance. Every object, every piece of art, every surface is thoughtfully placed, contributing to an atmosphere of serene order. Your gaze drifts unhurriedly across the rich, bespoke cabinetry, the carefully chosen, muted artwork adorning the walls, and the precise arrangement of fresh, white orchids standing gracefully on a polished console table. There is no sense of rush here, no lingering urgency for the day to begin, just the quiet, gentle invitation of a new morning slowly unveiling itself. With deliberate slowness, you push back the silken duvet, allowing it to pool at the foot of the bed. The air, cool and refreshing, greets your arm as you extend it, performing a languid, unhurried stretch that reaches upwards towards the lofty ceiling. Your bare feet then find the cool, incredibly smooth surface of the marble floor, a grounding sensation that connects you to the solid architecture of your home. Each step you take is deliberate, measured, as you make your way steadily towards the expansive windows that frame the world outside. The city sprawls beneath you, a breathtaking tapestry of glass and steel, still largely hushed in the early light. A fleeting, silver glint catches your eye from the facade of a distant, iconic building, reflecting the nascent sun's soft glow. You pause there, for a long moment, simply observing the sheer scale, the quiet, emerging power of it all. You place the palm of your hand gently against the cool glass, feeling the almost imperceptible, subtle vibration of the city's pulse beneath your fingertips, yet remaining entirely separate, encased in tranquility. Your breathing naturally settles into a calm, even rhythm, mirroring the unhurried pace of the world slowly brightening around you. You turn away from the view, moving towards a small, minimalist bedside table, crafted from dark, polished wood. Your fingers brush lightly against the cool ceramic of a tall, slender water carafe. With a soft, almost inaudible click, you lift the matching tumbler, its cool weight reassuring in your hand. You pour the fresh, cool water, noticing the tiny, delicate bubbles that rise to the surface before disappearing. The first sips are refreshing, a subtle cleansing, preparing you for the quiet moments ahead. You replace the tumbler carefully, the gentle clink of ceramic on wood barely a whisper. The expansive glass doors which moments ago framed the city now slide open with a soft, almost imperceptible whisper inviting you out onto your private sunrise terrace. A gentle breath of cool, fresh morning air, carrying a faint, clean scent of dew and distant blossoming trees, greets you immediately. You step onto the textured composite decking, feeling a pleasant, subtle firmness beneath your bare feet, a distinct change from the cool marble within. The soft, golden light of the early sun, no longer filtered, now bathes the entire space, warming your skin with a comforting, diffuse glow. Your gaze settles upon a circular table, elegantly set for one, positioned perfectly to capture the sweeping vista. It is crafted from a dark, weather-resistant wood, its surface smooth and inviting. A crisp linen napkin, folded with precision, rests beside a gleaming silver fork, reflecting tiny facets of the morning light. In the center, a delicate porcelain teapot, perfectly warmed, gently releases tendrils of fragrant steam, hinting at the rich, calming aroma of your preferred morning blend. Beside it, a small, perfectly formed croissant, a delicate golden brown, sits on a matching plate, its flaky layers promising a subtle, buttery indulgence. You settle into the deep, cushioned comfort of the armchair, its soft, thick fabric yielding gently to your weight. The ceramic handle of the teacup feels warm and smooth as your fingers wrap around it. You lift the cup slowly, allowing the rich, comforting steam to rise towards you, carrying the subtle notes of Ceylon tea and a whisper of bergamot. The first sip is warm, smooth, and deeply reassuring, a quiet ritual that grounds the start of your day. The warmth spreads softly through you, a delicate, internal radiance. You place the cup back down with a quiet clink, the sound barely disturbing the tranquil morning air. Your attention drifts to the croissant. With unhurried grace, you break off a small outer piece, feeling the exquisite crispness give way to a tender, soft interior. The delicate crunch is almost imperceptible, a gentle symphony of texture. The buttery, slightly sweet flavor melts on your tongue, a truly refined pleasure. You chew slowly, savoring each nuanced note, allowing the simple act of eating to become a meditative experience. The city below begins to gently awaken, a soft, rising hum now more noticeable, yet still distant, never intrusive. A server, moving with practiced quietness, approaches the edge of the terrace from an unseen service area. Without a word, he replenishes a crystal carafe of chilled orange juice. The subtle gurgle of the liquid, a fleeting, pleasant sound, then recedes as unobtrusively as he arrived. You reach for the cool, heavy glass of juice, its vibrant color catching the sunlight. The tangy, refreshing sweetness provides a bright counterpoint to the warm tea and rich pastry, awakening your senses with a subtle zest. You lean back slightly into the deep cushions, letting the soft breeze play across your face. The sun rises just a fraction higher, casting longer, softer shadows across the terrace. You simply watch the light change, content in this moment, held in the quiet splendor of the morning. Everything is perfectly still, perfectly calm. You step back inside from the sun-warmed terrace, feeling the immediate, subtle shift in temperature as the climate control gently embraces you, a cool contrast to the morning warmth. The faint, sweet scent of the terrace's blooming jasmine now gradually recedes, replaced by the clean, almost imperceptible fragrance of polished wood and fine linen that characterizes your penthouse interior. Your bare feet once again find the smooth, cool embrace of the marble floor, its consistent temperature, a familiar anchor as you move with unhurried grace through the expansive living space. The muted hum of the city, which was a distant murmur from the terrace, becomes an even more profound quiet within these walls. You turn slowly, your path leading you towards a more secluded wing, dedicated to quiet contemplation. The natural light, which flooded the terrace, now softens and diffuses as you approach the entrance to your private art gallery. Here, strategically placed architectural lighting casts a warm, focused glow upon various pieces, creating subtle pockets of illumination against the subtly textured dark gray walls. The air within the gallery feels wonderfully still, carrying the faint, almost metallic tang of aged canvas and the deeper, grounding scent of antique wood. Your steps become even softer on the thick, deep pile carpet that silences any echo, absorbing sound completely. You approach a tall, slender bronze sculpture, its surface catching the light in 1,000 tiny, intricate facets. Your eyes trace the elegant, elongated lines of the form, feeling the smooth, cool air radiating slightly from its metallic presence. You imagine the artist's hands shaping the clay, then the meticulous casting process, a quiet appreciation for the craftsmanship. There is a sense of silent strength in its poised stance, a timeless elegance that speaks without words. You pause, simply observing the way the light dances across its curves and angles, discovering new subtle nuances with each passing second. Moving on, your attention is drawn to a large, abstract painting, its canvas filled with layers of deep blues, soft grays, and unexpected flashes of muted gold. You lean in slightly, close enough to discern the subtle texture of the brushstrokes, the very intentional way the paint was applied, creating a surface that feels both smooth and subtly agitated. The colors seem to shift and deepen as you watch, drawing you into their silent conversation. You notice a small, almost hidden shimmer within the gold, a detail easily missed, but now revealing itself in the gallery's deliberate lighting. There are no other sounds here, only the soft, distant hum of the building's vital systems, so low it serves only to deepen the quiet. You continue your slow, meandering journey, each step a gentle punctuation in the stillness. Another painting, this one a delicate still life, captures your eye. Its portrayal of a single half-opened bloom in a simple vase, rendered with exquisite detail, invites a quiet focus. You admire the way the light seems to fall naturally upon the petals, the subtle shadows it creates, the sense of fragile beauty captured in time. This solitary wander through your collection is not about analysis or study, but simply about presence. You let your gaze soften, allowing the art to simply exist around you, a silent, comforting panorama. Your breath flows in and out, slow and steady, as you are completely enveloped by the calm. The soft, even glow of the gallery's lighting system gently guides you towards a particular alcove, set apart from the permanent collection you just surveyed. Here, 3 new pieces are presented, each resting on simple, dark pedestals, waiting for your discerning eye. The air in this section feels subtly different, perhaps a touch cooler, a shift in temperature that signals a deliberate space for quiet consideration. You sense the hushed anticipation of objects yet to find their permanent home, a gentle undercurrent to the gallery's profound stillness. You approach the first sculpture, a graceful form crafted from polished black basalt. Its surface gleams with a deep obsidian sheen, absorbing the light in some places and reflecting it back in a sharp, almost liquid curve in others. Your eyes trace the sweeping, minimalist lines, a subtle interpretation of a wave, perhaps, or a bird in silent flight. It possesses a quiet gravity, a solid, grounded presence that anchors the space around it. You observe the way its shadows fall against the textured wall, precise and dark, creating a stark, beautiful contrast. There's a faint, earthy aroma from the stone, subtle and ancient, a testament to its geological origins, subtly permeating the still air. Next, your attention shifts to the middle piece, a composition of intricately interwoven, delicate silver wires. It presents an airy, almost ethereal quality, catching the focused light and scattering it in tiny, fleeting glints. The silver has a cool, metallic scent, barely detectable, yet adding to the intricate nature of its presence. You notice how the elaborate latticework creates an ever-changing interplay of light and shadow that shifts with every subtle movement of your head. It feels incredibly light, almost as if it could float, a stark opposite to the basalt's grounded solidity. You lean in just slightly, admiring the meticulous handiwork, the sheer patience required for such detailed artistry, without a hint of haste. Finally, your gaze settles on the third contender, a piece carved from a single block of pale, unblemished alabaster. Its surface is incredibly smooth, almost translucent in places, allowing the warm, internal light to faintly emanate from within its milky depths. You imagine the soft, delicate feel of the stone, cool and fine beneath your fingertips, though you do not touch it directly. The sculpture forms a series of gentle, rising folds, like soft drapery or a cloud caught in languid motion. It evokes a sense of serene quietude, a gentle unfolding that seems to calm the very air around it. A very faint, sweet, almost powdery scent seems to whisper from the stone itself, a natural perfume of the earth. You step back, allowing all three forms to reside within your peripheral vision simultaneously. Your breath slows, becoming an even, quiet rhythm, synchronizing with the profound peace of the gallery. There is no rush in this selection process, only the thoughtful consideration of how each piece would resonate within your carefully curated home. After a long, silent moment of contemplation, your eyes return to the alabaster. Its quiet, luminous presence, its profound sense of calm, feels like a natural extension of the serenity you seek in your home. A quiet, inner certainty settles upon you. The choice is made, without fanfare, simply with a gentle recognition of belonging. The delicate, sweet aroma of the alabaster seems to deepen as you stand there, a final, settling sensation as you absorb its tranquil beauty. You leave the hushed calm of the art gallery behind, the deep pile carpet giving way to the familiar, cool surface of the marble floor you walked across this morning. The air shifts subtly, carrying a cleaner, brighter scent as you approach the entrance to your gourmet kitchen. It is now mid-morning, and a soft, even light filters through the expansive, unobstructed windows, filling the impeccably designed space with a serene radiance. The city's distant hum is even more muffled here, a testament to the penthouse's quietude. The kitchen itself is a study in muted sophistication, gleaming steel surfaces reflecting the ambient light with quiet dignity, interspersed with dark, rich wood and vast stretches of polished, deep gray marble. A gentle, rhythmic tapping sound, almost musical, floats from beyond the expansive central island, signaling a focused activity. You step further inside, drawn by the subtle symphony of preparation, yet remaining comfortably unobtrusive, a silent observer in this elegant culinary domain. The faint aroma of fresh herbs, clean and green, subtly welcomes you into the space. At the polished, deep gray marble counter, your private chef moves with a focused, almost meditative grace. Their hands, nimble and precise, guide a long, sharp knife across a vibrant array of fresh, crisp vegetables laid out on a sturdy wooden cutting board. Each slice produces a soft, distinct tap, 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 a rhythmic percussion that speaks of quiet mastery and unwavering attention. You watch as perfectly uniform pieces of vibrant green zucchini, radiant orange carrots, and delicate white asparagus are prepared with an almost artistic exactitude, their fresh scents released with each precise cut. Bright green microgreens, ruby red cherry tomatoes, and creamy avocado slices are then arranged meticulously on a separate slate platter, their natural colors forming a harmonious composition. The faint, earthy aroma of just peeled cucumber blends with the delicate, almost peppery scent of fresh basil, subtly mingling in the clean air. You notice the glistening drops of water still clinging to the vibrant leaves, a testament to their recent freshness, an unspoken promise of purity and flavor. There is no haste, only the deliberate, fluid movements of an expert. On the minimalist induction stovetop, a shallow, wide-bottomed pan holds a light, clear broth, sending up delicate tendrils of fragrant steam. A very soft, almost imperceptible hiss arises as tiny air bubbles gently break the surface, hinting at the controlled, gentle warmth. The chef delicately places a thin piece of sustainably sourced fish into the simmering liquid, its gentle descent creating barely a ripple, a testament to the careful handling. The subtle, oceanic scent of the fish now joins the aromatic chorus, a quiet promise of a light and refined luncheon. As the fish poaches gently, diffusing its delicate essence, the chef begins to assemble the other elements with an artist's touch. Each vibrant component is arranged with careful deliberation on a wide, shallow porcelain plate, creating a visual balance of color and form. A whisper-thin drizzle of emerald green olive oil is added, forming a delicate spiral before settling on the immaculate presentation. The soft aromas of the delicate luncheon now hang gently in the air, a silent promise of the exquisite meal to come. You feel a gentle ease, a quiet satisfaction in the seamless flow of your day, as the morning slowly transitions towards the quiet, anticipated hour of noon, wrapped in an atmosphere of profound culinary artistry. You are guided from the quiet activity of the kitchen to a bright, sun-drenched dining nook, an extension of the open living space. The familiar, cool marble floor flows seamlessly beneath your feet, leading you towards a circular table already set, with exquisite simplicity. The soft, gentle light of late morning, no longer filtered by the terrace doors, now bathes the entire area in a warm, consistent glow, amplifying the delicate aromas of the luncheon you just observed being prepared, a fresh promise of clean flavors. A server whose presence is almost imperceptible moves with practiced quietness to place the meticulously prepared plate before you on the polished surface of the dark wood table. The fine, wide porcelain, a muted cream color, presents the poached fish and vibrant vegetables as a harmonious tableau of color and form. You take your seat in a chair upholstered in soft, dove-gray leather, feeling its supple give, settling into a quiet, understated comfort. The delicate, almost silent clink of the cutlery as the server moves away is the only sound, quickly fading into the peaceful atmosphere. Your eyes take in the plate's artistry, the pale, tender flakes of fish nestled gracefully amidst bright green asparagus tips, and slender, vibrant carrot ribbons. A whisper of fresh dill, its feathery fronds still moist, rests atop the fish, adding a final touch of verdant color and a subtle hint of its clean aromatic scent. The thin spiral of emerald green olive oil gleams softly, reflecting the gentle overhead light, emphasizing the dish's freshness. This is not merely food, but a quiet, edible composition of natural beauty and thoughtful arrangement, inviting a moment of pure appreciation. You lift the gleaming silver fork, feeling its cool, perfectly balanced weight in your hand, and gently pierce a piece of the perfectly cooked fish. It offers no resistance, flaking effortlessly with the slightest touch. Bringing it slowly to your lips, the delicate aroma precedes the taste. The first bite is exquisitely tender, moist, a clean, subtle flavor of the ocean, seasoned with precision, dissolving smoothly on your tongue with a profound softness. The texture is exquisitely refined, almost silken. Next, you gather a crisp sliver of asparagus and a delicate piece of carrot onto your fork. The gentle, almost imperceptible snap of the crisp, tender vegetables provides a delightful counterpoint to the fish, releasing their fresh, slightly earthy flavors. A subtle zest of lemon, almost imperceptible but present, awakens the palate further, a gentle, brightening sensation. You take a slow sip of cool, still water from the slender crystal glass, its refreshing purity cleansing and preparing you for the next unhurried moment. You continue to eat with deliberate slowness, mindfully, allowing each element to express itself fully. The subtle blend of textures and temperatures, the gentle interplay of the various delicate flavors, creates a sense of deep, quiet satisfaction that spreads through you. The only sounds are the softest whisper of the fork against the porcelain and the gentle, internal rhythm of your own breathing, a silent accompaniment to this moment of perfect calm. After the quiet satisfaction of your luncheon, you feel a gentle inclination towards deeper relaxation, a natural progression in the unhurried rhythm of your day. You drift from the dining nook, the familiar, cool marble floor guiding your steps through the tranquil corridors of your penthouse, towards a hidden sanctuary. The soft midday light that filled the living spaces now begins to mellow, subtly shifting as you approach your private spa suite, a dedicated space for profound calm. As you near the entrance, a subtle, enveloping warmth becomes distinctly noticeable, a comforting embrace that hints at the carefully regulated atmosphere within. A delicate, soothing scent, a blend of clean eucalyptus and soft lavender, begins to gently permeate the air, a gentle invitation. You step inside, feeling the immediate shift in humidity and temperature, a palpable transition into a cocoon of warmth and quiet. The floor here is made of smooth, warm river stones, subtly textured beneath your bare feet, providing a gentle, natural massage with each step. The spa suite unfolds before you, a masterpiece of serene design. Soft, indirect lighting emanates from hidden coves, casting a warm, amber glow that washes over the exquisite dark wood and natural stone surfaces. In the center, a large, deep, soaking tub, carved from a single piece of polished black granite, waits, its surface gleaming with a subtle, wet sheen. From its depths, thin tendrils of steam gently rise, diffusing the fragrant essential oils into the already perfumed air. A very faint, continuous lunch sound, barely audible, accompanies the steam, a quiet breath of warmth. You approach the edge of the tub, placing your hand gently on the smooth, warm rim of the granite. The stone, heated from within, radiates a consistent, deep warmth that immediately begins to loosen the subtle tension in your fingertips. The water, a perfectly calibrated temperature, appears still and inviting, reflecting the soft, diffused light with a quiet glimmer. Its surface holds a delicate, almost invisible film of soothing bath oils, adding to the richness of the aromatherapy. You can distinctly smell the soft floral notes of chamomile and a faint earthiness of sandalwood, blending harmoniously with the eucalyptus. With unhurried movements, you ease yourself into the warm, embracing water. The gentle immersion is a slow, delightful descent, the water rising softly around you, cradling your body with a weightless, supportive embrace. A soft, whispering sigh escapes as your shoulders sink below the surface, feeling the immediate relaxation spread through your muscles. The heat penetrates deeply, a profound warmth that melts away any lingering stiffness, a deep, pervasive comfort. You close your eyes, letting your head rest against the smooth, cool edge of the granite tub. The only sounds are the gentle, rhythmic rise of the steam and the soft, almost inaudible movements of the water as your body settles. Every muscle feels profoundly relaxed, every thought gently dissolving into the warm, fragrant air. This tranquil immersion is a complete surrender to quiet, luxurious peace, a profound sense of well-being. You remain submerged in the warm embrace of the black granite tub, every muscle in your body feeling profoundly softened and released. The fragrant steam continues its gentle ascent, carrying the calming essence of eucalyptus and lavender, now deeply settled within the air around you. The soft, ambient light of the spa suite dances gently on the water's surface, creating subtle, undulating patterns that invite a deeper sense of stillness. Your breathing has become long and even, a steady, quiet rhythm that fills the serene space. A gentle, almost imperceptible shift in the air behind you indicates a subtle presence. Your private therapist has quietly entered the suite, moving with a silent grace that deeply respects the profound tranquility. You feel a delicate warmth as their hand, covered with a soft, fine fabric, hovers near your shoulder, a silent query. Before you, a small, polished wooden tray is carefully placed on the edge of the tub, holding 3 small, dark glass vials. Each contains a distinct blend of aromatic oils, reflecting the soft light in muted glints. You notice a faint, sweet aroma of jasmine, a deep, grounding scent of sandalwood, and a refreshing, clean note of bergamot, each presenting its quiet essence. With a barely audible breath, you subtly indicate the sandalwood vial. The therapist's hand moves with slow, deliberate precision, uncorking the chosen oil. A rich, warm, earthy aroma, deepened by subtle hints of vanilla, now diffuses more potently into the air, blending seamlessly with the existing scents to create an even more profound sense of calm. You feel a delicate warmth as a few drops of the oil are gently warmed between the therapist's palms, a subtle friction producing an even richer, more potent fragrance that subtly envelops your senses, softly preparing your skin for the gentle touch to come. Then, a gentle contact. The warm, smooth oil is applied with exquisite care to the skin of your shoulders and neck, tracing deliberate, unhurried paths. The sensation is one of pure, unadulterated comfort, the warmth of the oil sinking deeply, effortlessly into tired muscles. Fingers move with a practiced, soothing pressure, releasing any remaining subtle knots of tension with a gentle, flowing rhythm. Each stroke is slow, deliberate, a silent communication of care and profound relaxation, an intimate, calming dance of touch. The delicate scent of sandalwood, seems to deepen with the warmth of the touch, creating an immersive, tranquil cloud around you. The soft, rhythmic kneading continues, a profound, gentle pressure that eases the last vestiges of the day's subtle energy. You feel your body becoming even heavier, more deeply integrated with the warm water, a sensation of luxurious weightlessness and profound peace. The subtle sounds of the water, the gentle rise of steam, and the quiet movements of the therapist blend into a single, soothing hum. Your mind drifts, unbound by thought, simply existing in this moment of pure, luxurious serenity. The world outside the spa suite seems to recede completely, leaving only the profound calm. The lingering warmth of the spa suite slowly dissipates as you emerge. The cool, dry air of your penthouse, a welcome contrast, carrying only the faintest whisper of sandalwood. Your bare feet now find the familiar, soft embrace of the thick Persian carpet that guides you directly to the hushed sanctity of your private library. The mid-afternoon light, mellow and diffused, streams through tall, leaded windows, casting intricate, dancing patterns of light and shadow across the rich, bespoke mahogany shelving that lines every wall, ascending towards the lofty ceiling. The air here holds a distinct, comforting fragrance, the deep, earthy scent of aged paper, softened by old leather bindings, and the subtle, woody notes of cedar from the humidors. You move slowly, deliberately, between the towering shelves, the thick carpet silencing your steps completely. Each row represents a journey through time, a testament to enduring thought and creativity. Your hand lightly brushes against the spines of countless volumes, feeling the varied textures of smooth, supple leather, coarse buckram, and the delicate raised veins of marbled paper. A soft, almost reverent atmosphere permeates the room, a quiet hum of unspoken stories. You pause before a particular section, dedicated to early literary works, where the bindings appear especially worn with age, their gold lettering mellowed by time. With exquisite care, your fingers gently select a volume bound in a deep forest green leather, its title faintly embossed in faded gold. You feel the subtle weight of history in your hand, the cool, dry surface of the leather surprisingly smooth beneath your touch, a testament to careful preservation. A faint, almost imperceptible thump echoes as it leaves its resting place, quickly absorbed by the quiet room. You cradle the book, turning it slowly to admire the intricate details of its spine, the tiny imperfections in the leather, each a silent witness to centuries gone by. You find a comfortable, high-backed armchair, upholstered in rich, dark velvet, and settle into its plush embrace. The afternoon light falls perfectly across the book's cover as you gently, very gently, ease it open. A faint, soft creak of the binding is the only sound, a whisper of pages awakening from their slumber. The scent of old paper, distinct and comforting, rises softly to greet you. Your eyes trace the delicate script, the carefully preserved, slightly yellowed pages, noticing the occasional intricate woodcut illustration, its lines still crisp and clear. There is no urgency in this moment, only a deep, quiet appreciation for the craftsmanship and the passage of time captured within these fragile leaves. You close the book with the same delicate care, the soft thud of the cover settling back into place. You then return it to its precise spot on the shelf, nudging it gently into perfect alignment with its neighbors. The sense of order, of quiet reverence, fills the space. Your breathing has deepened, synchronized with the profound stillness of the library. You remain for a moment, simply standing amidst these silent companions, enveloped by the timeless peace, a sense of profound calm settling deep within. You step from the grand expanse of your first edition library into the more intimate quiet of your adjoining study, a space specifically designed for deep contemplation. The afternoon light, which just moments ago diffused softly through the tall library windows, now appears slightly warmer, softer, as it settles upon the rich, dark oak of your desk. A different kind of silence resides here, a deeper, more personal hush, imbued with the quiet presence of focused thought. A subtle, grounding aroma of rich leather and aged wood fills the air, mingling with the faintest hint of pipe tobacco from a distant, unused humidor, a gentle memory of studious evenings. Your gaze drifts across the polished, expansive surface of the substantial oak desk, its deep, dark grain gleaming gently under the softening light of the afternoon. You reach out, your fingertips brushing the cool, incredibly smooth surface of the desk, feeling the solid, centuries-old weight of the timber beneath your touch. With a soft, almost inaudible sexclicotch, you activate a meticulously crafted brass desk lamp, its aged metal gleaming warmly. Its soft golden light immediately spills across a specific section of the desktop, illuminating a curated selection of ancient texts and unbound scrolls with a gentle, inviting glow, carving a pool of intimate brilliance in the quiet room. You then turn towards a low, built-in shelf, recessed into the rich, intricate mahogany paneling, specifically designed to house your most delicate antique volumes. Your fingers, moving with unhurried reverence, gently brush past a series of worn leather and supple vellum bindings. Each one carries a faint, unique scent, the dry, slightly musty aroma of ancient parchment, the rich, earthy tang of aged hide. You pause, allowing your fingertips to trace the delicate, raised lettering on a particularly slender volume, before finally settling on a thick, commanding tome. It is bound in dark, almost black, scarred leather, its front cover adorned with a faded, yet still discernible, intricate gold sigil that gleams softly in the lamplight. The book feels incredibly heavy and cool in your hands, its substantial weight, a palpable connection to a distant past, a silent story waiting patiently to be unfurled. The faintest whisper of dust, almost like ancient breath, settles as you gently slide it from its resting place, leaving a tiny, barely perceptible imprint of its absence on the shelf. You carry the ancient volume with care to your deep, high-backed armchair, a sanctuary of comfort positioned perfectly beside the lamp. The soft, exquisitely textured velvet cushions yield to your weight, with a gentle, drawn-out sigh enveloping you in a luxurious embrace, a perfect counterpoint to the quiet gravity of the tome. You arrange the heavy book carefully on a small, unobtrusive, adjustable stand crafted from dark wood, allowing its precious spine to relax without strain. The lamplight washes over the aged, parchment-like pages, highlighting the delicate, often hand-scribed script and the faint, natural imperfections in the paper, each a unique mark of time. You notice the subtle variations in ink, the occasional intricate initial, the care taken by hands long past. There is no urgency in this moment, only a deep, quiet appreciation for the craftsmanship, the enduring wisdom, and the sheer passage of time captured within these fragile, historical leaves. A profound sense of peace settles over you as you prepare for this quiet immersion, the world outside the study receding completely, leaving only you and the silent narrative held within the pages. The scent of old paper and leather deepens, a comforting presence in the warm, quiet space. You observe the meticulously drawn marginalia, a subtle testament to previous readers from long ago. Everything feels perfectly still, perfectly arranged for this tranquil moment of discovery. A cool, dewy freshness touches your skin, signaling the very first moments of a new day as you step onto the gently cobbled path of your private garden. The faint, ethereal light of dawn barely touches the meticulously sculpted hedges, casting long, soft shadows that stretch across the manicured lawns. A profound, hushed silence blankets everything, broken only by the delicate, rhythmic drip of morning dew from unseen leaves, a tiny, crystal-clear percussion against the rich, dark earth. You move with a quiet, unhurried grace along the winding path, each polished stone cool and firm beneath your bare feet, providing a subtle, grounding texture. The air, crisp and clean, carries a delicate symphony of natural scents, the sweet, green aroma of damp foliage, the faint, intoxicating perfume of awakening roses, and the earthy richness of freshly tilled soil. Every breath you take is deep, cleansing, filling you with the quiet purity of the morning. Your eyes trace the perfectly defined lines of the topiary, their shapes softened by the low light, a testament to careful, continuous cultivation. Your path leads you towards a central water feature, where a slender, minimalist bronze fountain sends up a single, almost silent arc of water. The gentle plink-plink-plink of droplets falling back into the calm, circular basin is the most prominent sound here, a meditative, repetitive melody that invites deeper stillness. The surface of the water, a dark, reflective mirror, catches the very first subtle hues of the rising sun, pale peach, soft rose, and a hint of developing gold, reflecting them back with a shimmering, ethereal beauty. You pause for a long moment, simply observing the interplay of light and water, feeling the delicate spray, almost imperceptible, on your cheek. Further along, a bench carved from ancient weathered stone beckons. You glide a hand across its cool, smooth surface, feeling the subtle indentations left by centuries of wind and rain, a quiet connection to enduring time. Tiny, iridescent spider webs spun between delicate branches of a nearby miniature Japanese maple glisten with dew, catching the nascent sunlight like strands of finely spun silver, a fleeting, exquisite detail. The soft rustle of leaves, barely a whisper, stirs in a barely there breeze, a gentle breath across the silent garden. The garden slowly begins to awaken around you. The first tentative chirps of distant birds emerge from the deeper foliage, faint and musical, a gentle call and response that gradually begins to swell. The cool air softens, warming almost imperceptibly as the sun climbs just a fraction higher, washing the sculpted forms and vibrant blooms in a richer, more vivid light. You continue your slow meander, completely immersed in the unfolding beauty, feeling a deep, quiet sense of calm and profound connection to this meticulously cultivated natural sanctuary. Your breathing matches the gentle, unhurried pace of the awakening garden, steady and deeply peaceful. You continue your slow, deliberate walk along the gently cobbled path, the cool, smooth stones still firm beneath your bare feet, absorbing the lingering dampness of the early morning. The first rays of the sun, now a touch stronger than the delicate dawn, begin to pierce through the soft, remaining haze, illuminating specific sections of the garden with a golden, ethereal glow. The subtle symphony of awakening birds, which began as a tentative few, now offers a slightly richer, more varied chorus, a gentle weaving of chirps and trills emanating from the deeper, shaded foliage. There is no sense of urgency in their song, only a quiet, natural unfolding. Your eyes are drawn naturally to a cluster of pristine white roses, their velvety petals still softly furled, each one meticulously adorned with a perfect, glistening droplet of dew. You lean in, very gently, your breath held almost imperceptibly, to admire the exquisite perfection of these tiny, spherical jewels, suspended precariously on the delicate, curving surfaces of the petals. The fresh, intensely sweet fragrance of the roses, cool and pure, rises softly towards you, mingling harmoniously with the deep, earthy scent of the damp soil that cradles their roots. You notice how the nascent sunlight catches a single, perfectly formed dewdrop, refracting it into a miniature prism, displaying a fleeting rainbow of colors, before it trembles ever so slightly, on the verge of its gentle descent. A light, barely perceptible breeze, almost a whisper, rustles through the nearby, meticulously arranged lavender bushes. It creates a soft, continuous lish sound, a gentle sibilance that barely disturbs the profound calm of the garden. The slender, silvery green leaves shimmer delicately as they move, releasing their own clean, herbaceous aroma, subtly enhanced by the morning chill, into the cool, still air. You close your eyes for a long moment, simply breathing in the complex layering of these natural fragrances, feeling the subtle, cool shift in the air current against your exposed skin. The distant rhythmic plink, plink, plink of the minimalist bronze fountain, which has been a constant, calming presence throughout your walk, now seems to recede and swell with the gentle undulation of the breeze, a living, breathing sound that underscores the garden's profound tranquility. You open your eyes, feeling refreshed by the subtle aromas, and observe a single, large butterfly, its wings still slightly damp and heavy with dew, delicately unfurling on a broad, flat leaf. Its slow, deliberate movement is almost dreamlike, as it patiently absorbs the gentle warmth of the growing light. You watch as it gently pulses, its intricate wings slowly flexing, and its delicate antennae slowly wave in the fresh, clean air, as if tasting the new day, preparing for the quiet activities ahead. This delicate, almost private interaction with the natural world feels like a precious, privileged moment, shared only with the garden itself, a silent communion. Turning slowly, with no hint of haste, you allow your gaze to sweep across the broader, exquisitely designed landscape of the garden. The meticulously sculpted hedges, now more sharply defined in the clearer, steadily brightening light, stand as silent, verdant sentinels. Their deep green forms a striking contrast against the emerging blue of the morning sky. The various shades of green, from the deepest emerald of the conifers to the palest lime of newer growth, create a rich, complex, visual tapestry. The low, rhythmic sound of the distant fountain continues its steady, calming presence, a constant, gentle pulse in the serene morning, a soft heartbeat for the awakening world. You feel a deep, pervasive sense of peace, a quiet contentment that settles softly, deeply within you, as you continue to breathe in the crisp, fragrant air. This entire space feels wonderfully still, a perfect haven. The fresh, crisp air of the garden gently follows you as you transition into the serene enclosure of your tea pavilion, nestled just at the edge of the manicured lawns. The cool, dappled light of mid-morning filters through the intricate latticework of the pavilion walls, casting delicate, dancing shadows upon the polished, dark wood floor. A soft, earthy scent of damp wood and dried herbs now gently pervades the air, a comforting, natural perfume that speaks of quiet rituals. At the center of the pavilion, a low, exquisitely crafted table made of pale, smooth stone stands ready, awaiting the morning's infusion. Upon its surface rests a collection of delicate, hand-blown glass jars, each containing different dried herbs, silvery green lavender buds, bright yellow chamomile flowers, and deep crimson hibiscus petals. A faint, sweet floral aroma emanates from the lavender, a calming whisper that blends seamlessly with the air. A thin, delicate plume of steam, barely visible, rises from a waiting silver kettle, perched gracefully on a small, silent induction hob, indicating that the water is perfectly heated, just below a rolling boil. With unhurried movements, you reach for a small, shallow porcelain bowl, its surface cool and smooth beneath your fingertips. You then carefully open the lid of the jar containing the dried chamomile flowers. A delicate, slightly sweet, apple-like scent, instantly recognizable and profoundly calming, rises gently into the air, a soft invitation. You measure out a small, precise quantity of the tiny, sunshine yellow blossoms into the bowl, their dry, delicate texture creating the faintest rustle as they settle, a dry, papery whisper that is quickly absorbed by the stillness. Next, you carefully lift the gleaming silver kettle, feeling its surprising weight and the warmth radiating from its base. With a slow, steady hand, you pour the hot water over the chamomile flowers in the porcelain bowl. A soft, continuous shunk sound fills the pavilion as the water cascades over the delicate petals, instantly transforming their dry texture. The scent of chamomile intensifies, becoming richer, warmer, and more enveloping, a deep, aromatic cloud that gently surrounds you, profoundly soothing the senses. The water, initially clear, slowly begins to take on a soft, golden hue, deepening in color as the infusion gently begins its work. You replace the kettle on its silent hob with a soft, precise click asterisk. Then, select a small, polished wooden lid from the table. With utmost care, you place it gently over the porcelain bowl, sealing in the fragrant steam and allowing the herbs to fully steep, to release their calming essences without haste. The soft thud of the wooden lid is muted, absorbed by the quiet space, a gentle punctuation in the ceremony. You close your eyes for a long, unhurried moment, simply breathing in the now richer, more concentrated aroma of the steeping chamomile, feeling its warmth and gentle scent deeply within you. The sounds of the garden outside, the distant chirping of birds and the faint plink of the fountain, seem to soften even further, becoming a subtle, natural backdrop to this quiet, calming ritual. This moment of intentional pause, of quiet anticipation, feels deeply restorative, a luxurious unfolding of peace. The delicate wooden lid, which sealed in the chamomile's essence, now feels subtly warm beneath your fingertips as you reach for it. Outside the tea pavilion, the bright mid-morning light has softened considerably, transitioning into the tranquil hues of twilight, casting longer, gentler shadows through the intricate latticework. The fresh, earthy scent of damp wood and dried herbs still lingers, but now mingles with the cooler, quieter aroma of the approaching evening, a deeper, more profound stillness in the air. With unhurried grace, you gently lift the lid from the porcelain bowl. A rich, sweet, deeply soothing cloud of chamomile aroma, now intensified and wonderfully warm, rises to greet you, enveloping your senses completely. The golden liquid within, a luminous amber, reflects the fading light with a quiet inner glow, its surface perfectly still. You reach for a small, exquisitely delicate porcelain teacup, its thin rim feeling cool and smooth against your skin. Holding the bowl steady, you slowly pour the chamomile infusion into the cup. A soft, continuous kutch sound, barely audible, accompanies the gentle flow of the liquid, a peaceful, calming whisper. The steam, thinner now, spirals gracefully upwards from the cup, carrying the profound fragrance towards you. You settle back into your cushioned seat, the soft fabric yielding comfortably, and bring the warm cup slowly to your lips. The first sip is a revelation of gentle warmth and subtle flavor. The chamomile tea is smooth, delicately sweet, with a comforting earthy undertone that spreads a profound sense of calm throughout your mouth and throat. Its warmth radiates softly inwards, a tranquil, soothing presence that melts away any lingering tension, a feeling of deep ease. You close your eyes for a long moment, allowing the taste and warmth to fully absorb, letting the subtle energy of the tea pavilion infuse deeply into your being. As you open your eyes, the world outside the pavilion has transformed. The garden, which earlier sparkled with dew, is now cloaked in the soft, deepening blues and purples of twilight. The meticulously sculpted hedges appear as dark, velvety forms against the paling sky. The distant, rhythmic plinks, plinks, plinks of the bronze fountain is now even softer, more diffused, a gentle, hypnotic lullaby carried on the cooling air, a quiet melody that perfectly complements the stillness. A single shy star might even be visible, a tiny, distant pinprick of light against the deepening canvas above, observing your quiet moment. You take another slow, deliberate sip, feeling the warmth spread through you once more, grounding you even further in this peaceful space. The delicate porcelain cup feels lighter now, yet still holds a comforting heat. The profound quiet of the approaching night settles around the pavilion, a blanket of serene tranquility. All sounds from the distant city have completely faded, replaced by the hushed whispers of the evening. Your breathing continues its slow, even rhythm, effortlessly synchronized with the deep calm that has settled within and around you. Everything feels wonderfully contained, perfectly still, as the day gently fades into the quiet embrace of the night. The soft, cool air of the deepening twilight follows you as you leave the tea pavilion. The scent of chamomile, now a lingering, comforting memory. Your steps, light and unhurried, lead you back across the familiar, gently textured path of the private garden. The sky above has deepened from pale blues to richer indigos and soft purples, a profound transition, as the very first distant city lights begin to subtly twinkle. Your destination is the penthouse's uppermost level, where a special sanctuary awaits, your private observatory. As you ascend, the familiar hum of the building's internal systems becomes even more muted, almost imperceptible. The air grows stiller, cooler, a testament to the quiet elevation. You step onto the polished, dark wood flooring of the observatory, feeling its smooth, cool surface beneath your feet. The entire space is designed for observation, its domed ceiling silently open to the night sky, creating a vast, unobstructed view. The only light comes from the distant city below, and the faint, diffused glow of control panels, casting a soft, otherworldly luminescence that barely penetrates the deep darkness. You move to the immense panoramic window, which dominates one entire wall. It offers an unparalleled vista of the city, now transformed into a breathtaking tapestry of glittering lights stretching endlessly into the horizon. Each light, a tiny distant jewel, seems to pulse with a gentle, hypnotic rhythm, creating an almost infinite galaxy of human endeavor. You place your hands lightly on the cool, smooth glass, feeling the subtle vibration of the city's distant energy, yet remaining completely apart, enveloped in the profound silence of your elevated perch. Below, the winding ribbons of streetlights appear like shimmering golden rivers, flowing slowly through the urban landscape. The clustered lights of skyscrapers form glowing, vertical constellations, their individual windows tiny squares of warm, inviting amber or cool, electric blue. You notice the subtle patterns emerging from the seemingly random scattering of lights, the orderly grids of older districts, the organic curves of parks, the faint, moving pinpricks of headlights and taillights flowing along the major arteries, each a silent, distant motion. The faint, almost imperceptible sound of the city, a distant, continuous murmur, rises gently to meet you, a soft, hushed breath. It is not an intrusive sound, but rather a profound, generalized hum, a living presence that underscores the immense scale of the urban landscape. You allow your gaze to soften, taking in the entire panorama, letting your eyes simply drift across the silent, glittering expanse. There is a sense of tranquil detachment, a quiet awe at the sheer beauty and complexity of the city unfolding below, yet you remain perfectly still, perfectly at peace. Your breathing becomes even slower, deeper, synchronizing effortlessly with the immense, quiet rhythm of the glittering metropolis, a sense of boundless calm. This quiet, elevated observation is a profoundly meditative experience, allowing your thoughts to drift and dissipate into the vast, star-dusted darkness above. The subtle scents of the night, cool and clean, filter in from the open dome, a final, calming embrace. The breathtaking panorama of city lights, a glittering tapestry below, now subtly recedes from your immediate focus. Your attention is drawn inwards, towards the magnificent, precisely engineered telescope positioned at the center of your private observatory. The cool, clean night air from the open dome, still carrying the faint, muted hum of the distant city, now feels crisp against your skin as you approach the instrument. The polished brass and gleaming optical surfaces of the telescope reflect the soft, ambient light of the control panels, hinting at the profound wonders it holds. You approach the telescope, your steps deliberate and soft on the polished dark wood floor, which is designed to minimize vibration. Your fingers gently settle on the cool, smooth metal of the control panel, a familiar texture. With a quiet, almost imperceptible whir, the precision motors of the telescope begin to hum, a soft, mechanical breath, as the instrument slowly, almost majestically, shifts its massive lens towards a pre-selected celestial point. The sound is barely a whisper, a gentle, rhythmic sound that fades into the profound quiet of the observatory. You lean forward, carefully positioning your eye at the cool, smooth eyepiece. The world beyond the penthouse, beyond the city, beyond even the earth, instantly resolves into a breathtaking expanse of profound beauty and unimaginable distance. Before you, a nebula, a vast, luminous cloud of interstellar gas and dust, hangs suspended in the velvet blackness. Its colors are ethereal, a swirling symphony of soft, glowing purples, deep blues, and subtle, shimmering greens, illuminated by the distant, invisible light of forming stars. The sight is both incredibly vast and exquisitely detailed, drawing your gaze deep into its silent, swirling heart. Within the nebula, countless tiny pinpricks of light emerge, each a distant star, some singular, some clustered into glittering constellations. Their light, having traveled for unfathomable distances, reaches your eye as a steady, unwavering beacon, a profound testament to time and space. You observe the subtle variations in their intensity, the faint, almost imperceptible twinkle of some, the steady, constant glow of others. The image is perfectly still, utterly silent, an ancient, cosmic dance playing out in majestic, unhurried time. You shift your focus slightly, allowing the telescope's precise controls to very slowly, almost imperceptibly, drift across the vast field of stars. The delicate movement creates a subtle, almost hypnotic blurring of the background, as new clusters of stars and faint, distant galaxies gently come into view, each a unique marvel. The coolness of the metal eyepiece against your skin, the profound silence of the observatory, broken only by the barely audible hum of the precise instruments, deepens your sense of immersion. You lean back slightly from the eyepiece, allowing your eyes to adjust once more to the ambient glow of the observatory. The sheer scale of the cosmos, the silent, twinkling grandeur, fills you with a profound sense of peace and a gentle, humbling wonder. The distant, muted city lights outside the panoramic window now appear as a much smaller, quieter galaxy in comparison. Equally beautiful, but intimately familiar. Your breathing has become deeply slow and even, a quiet rhythm harmonizing with the vast, tranquil expanse of the universe. This silent communion with the stars is a perfect end to the day, allowing all thoughts to simply dissolve into the quiet, starlit darkness. The cool, fresh night air from the dome provides a final, calming embrace. The profound quiet of the observatory, still imbued with the subtle scent of cool night air and distant starlight, gently transitions as you make your way to a completely different sanctuary. Your steps, soft and deliberate, lead you through hushed, carpeted hallways, away from the celestial expanse. Below ground, insulated from the city, lies your private automobile gallery, a haven of gleaming metal and polished craftsmanship, a testament to timeless design. The faint, high-pitched whine of the penthouse's descending private lift is the only sound, quickly fading to absolute silence as the doors open. You step onto a floor of pristine, almost luminous white epoxy, feeling its cool, smooth uniformity beneath your feet. The air in the gallery is perfectly still, meticulously conditioned, carrying a distinct, luxurious aroma, a blend of fine leather, aged wood, and a whisper of high-octane gasoline, a clean, almost sterile scent that speaks of careful preservation. Soft, indirect lighting from unseen sources reflects brilliantly off polished chrome and deeply lacquered paintwork, illuminating the sleek, curving forms of your vintage automobile collection, each a silent sculpture of motion. Your gaze sweeps across the row of impeccably maintained vehicles, each a masterpiece from a bygone era, perfectly spaced in their quiet stations. You approach the first car, a gleaming ruby-red convertible from the 1960s, its lines flowing with an elegant, almost liquid grace. Your hand reaches out, slowly, to touch the cool, smooth curve of its fender, feeling the extraordinary depth of the polished paintwork. a surface so refined it feels like glass. You trace the subtle, almost imperceptible contours, admiring the flawless reflection of the overhead lights, a gentle mirror to the quiet room. You then lean in slightly, allowing your eyes to meticulously scan the intricate details of the chrome grille, noting the perfect alignment of each horizontal bar. The metallic gleam is soft, muted by the indirect light, but flawless. You notice the tiny, exquisite emblem, perfectly centered, its miniature details carved with an artistry that speaks of a different time. A very faint, sweet, almost musky scent of old leather from the interior wafts gently towards you, a phantom whisper of past journeys, of sun-warmed seats and open roads. Moving with unhurried precision, you circle the vehicle, taking in its balanced proportions, its powerful yet understated elegance. Your fingers brush lightly against the cool, smooth rubber of the tires, feeling their deep, precise tread. You then pause at the driver's side, observing the perfectly preserved dashboard, its array of analog gauges, each needle resting at 0. The rich, dark wood grain of the steering wheel gleams softly. The silence in the gallery is profound, amplifying the subtle sounds of your own quiet breathing and the distant, almost imperceptible hum of the climate control system. This meditative inspection is a pure appreciation of design, history, and meticulous care. Every curve, every detail, speaks of quiet luxury and enduring craftsmanship, a silent testament to a passion for perfection, leaving you feeling profoundly calm, grounded in this timeless space. The meticulous scent of fine leather and aged wood still subtly perfumes the air as you continue your slow, deliberate journey through the pristine automobile gallery. The cool, white epoxy floors, smooth and unyielding, guides your path towards the heart of your collection. The soft, ambient lighting of the space, designed to showcase every exquisite curve, now seems to settle even deeper, creating a profound quietude around each vintage masterpiece. Your gaze now shifts to a sleek, dark blue Grand Tourer, its long, elegant hood stretching gracefully before you. This particular vehicle, a marvel of mid-century design, embodies a different kind of luxury, one of effortless power and refined travel. You approach it, feeling the calm, almost reverent stillness of the room deepen around you, amplifying the subtle quietness of your movements. Your hand reaches out, slowly, deliberately, to touch the cool, smooth surface of the car's deeply lacquered paintwork. A dark, reflective mirror that swallows the light and returns it with a subtle, rich depth. You trace the gentle curve of the front fender, feeling the undeniable quality of its finish, a testament to countless hours of careful polishing and preservation. A faint, almost imperceptible scent of high-quality wax and a clean metallic tang rises softly, a signature aroma of the gallery. Then, your attention is drawn to the intricate chrome detailing that adorns the front of the Grand Tourer. The slender lines of the bumper, the delicate framing around the headlights, and the iconic, perfectly sculpted emblem gleam with a soft, uniform radiance. You lean in, observing how the ambient lights of the gallery create long, gentle reflections within the polished metal surfaces, making the chrome appear almost liquid, shimmering with an inner glow. The silence is profound, allowing you to notice the almost imperceptible coolness radiating from the metal, a subtle sensation against the skin. You walk around the car, your steps muffled by the absolute quiet, admiring its harmonious proportions and the subtle balance of its design. The heavy, dark rubber of its tires seems to ground the vehicle, each one a solid, silent presence. You pause at the passenger side, looking through the immaculately clean glass into the carefully preserved interior. The rich, dark leather of the seats, slightly creased from time but perfectly conditioned, seems to invite a quiet journey. The faint, sweet scent of this aged leather, distinctive from the fresh scent in other cars, subtly perfumes the enclosed space, hinting at past adventures. The gallery continues to hold its breath around you, a sanctuary of timeless engineering and beauty. Each gleam of chrome, each polished surface, speaks of a meticulous history, of dedicated care. You stand for a long moment, simply absorbing the quiet perfection of the scene, allowing the subtle beauty of these machines to wash over you, a silent, calming presence. Your breathing has become deeply rhythmic, synchronized with the profound stillness of the room, a gentle, steady cadence that invites a deeper state of relaxation. Everything feels wonderfully contained, perfectly arranged, as the quiet moments unfold in this serene, underground haven. The cool, polished epoxy of the automobile gallery floor yields to the rich, deep pile of carpet as you ascend back to the living levels of your penthouse. The distinct aromas of leather and gasoline slowly fade, replaced by the clean, almost imperceptible scent of conditioned air. You move with a quiet, unhurried grace through a discreet passage, which leads to a specialized chamber, your private atelier, a sanctuary for the senses. Here, the soft, indirect lighting is warmer, casting a gentle, welcoming glow. As you step inside, a subtle, complex tapestry of aromas immediately greets you, a delicate blend of floral, woody, and resinous notes, each distinct yet harmoniously intertwined. The air feels still and hushed, almost reverent. On a wide, pristine white marble table bathed in the soft, focused light of a single, elegantly designed overhead fixture, rests an array of gleaming glass bottles. Each one holds a precious, clear liquid, an essential oil or absolute, carefully extracted from the finest natural sources, their labels in fine, understated script. You approach the table, your hand reaching out to touch the cool, smooth surface of the marble, feeling its perfect polish. Your eyes scan the array of vials, each holding a concentrated essence. You notice the deep, grounding scent of cedarwood, a light, airy whisper of fresh rose petals, and the sweet, almost creamy aroma of vanilla bean. A small, carefully organized set of slender glass droppers, each meticulously cleaned, lies ready on a velvet cloth beside a blank glass beaker, awaiting its purpose. With deliberate precision, you select a vial of pure sandalwood oil. Its warm, woody, and slightly balsamic aroma is deep and comforting, instantly evoking a sense of calm. You lift the slender glass dropper, carefully inserting it into the vial. With a gentle, controlled squeeze, you draw up a small, glistening amount of the precious liquid. The action is slow, measured, a quiet meditation in itself. A very faint schlick asterisk sound accompanies the drawing of the oil, barely a whisper in the stillness. You then carefully position the dropper over the empty glass beaker. With a soft, controlled pressure, a single perfect drop of the rich sandalwood oil slowly emerges, glistening briefly before falling. A delicate, almost inaudible plink sound echoes softly as it makes contact with the bottom of the beaker, a single, pure note in the quiet room. The rich, earthy aroma of the sandalwood immediately intensifies, rising gently to meet you, filling the air around you with its profound calm. Next, you choose a vial of bergamot, its bright, citrusy, and subtly floral scent offering a lighter, uplifting contrast. Again, the gentle drawing of the oil with the dropper, the soft asterisk schlick, and then the careful release of a single, precise drop into the beaker. This time, the care plink is accompanied by a fresh, zesty burst of aroma, a lively counterpoint to the deep sandalwood, creating a harmonious, complex blend. You pause, closing your eyes for a long moment, allowing the two distinct essences to mingle, to dance, and intertwine in the still, scented air. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, entirely absorbed by the subtle unfolding of these exquisite fragrances. The atelier is a space of pure, sensory delight, where time slows, and every detail contributes to a profound sense of peaceful, creative calm. The two delicate drops, sandalwood and bergamot, now rest gently intertwined at the bottom of the glass beaker, their liquid forms shimmering softly under the focused lamplight of your private atelier. The air, already rich with their individual essences, begins to carry a more complex, unified fragrance. A profound quiet descends, amplifying the subtle chemical dance that is slowly unfolding within the transparent vessel. A silent alchemy of aromas. You stand perfectly still at the pristine white marble table, allowing yourself a moment of pure observation. Your gaze softly settles on the liquid, noting how the distinct densities of the oils create faint, almost imperceptible swirls of clarity and slight turbidity, a tiny, evolving galaxy of scent. The initial bright, zesty top note of the bergamot, a fresh, uplifting whisper, begins to gently soften, allowing the deeper, warmer, and more grounding base of the sandalwood to slowly, elegantly emerge. The blend is not a mere combination, but a true harmony, each note enhancing the other without competition. The coolness of the marble beneath your fingertips grounds you, connecting you to the patient process. With deliberate slowness, you reach for one of the thin, white paper testing strips, its surface smooth and slightly absorbent beneath your fingers. You dip the very tip of the strip into the delicate mixture within the beaker. A tiny, almost invisible film of the nascent perfume clings to the paper, glistening briefly in the lamp's soft glow. You then gently lift the strip, holding it carefully, almost reverently, allowing the ambient air to begin its work of evaporation. You bring the perfume strip slowly towards your nose, positioning it carefully, a few inches away. You take a slow, deep breath, allowing the subtle, evolving bouquet to fill your senses. The initial sharpness of the bergamot has mellowed significantly, transforming into a soft, ethereal brightness that now dances gracefully with the deep, creamy warmth of the sandalwood. There's a newly discovered, almost sweet undertone, a soft, comforting whisper that was not present when the essences were separate. You close your eyes, absorbing the intricate layering of the fragrance, feeling its delicate tendrils gently unfurl in the stillness of the atelier. The light swish of the air against the paper strip is the only sound, a subtle accompaniment to the unfolding aroma. You pause, simply holding the strip, feeling the delicate texture of the paper, its subtle dryness, a quiet contrast to the rich, liquid scent it now carries. The perfume settles further, becoming a seamless, sophisticated essence, a quiet extension of your own refined sensibility. It is a scent that speaks of understated luxury and profound calm, a personal signature. Your breathing continues its slow, even rhythm, a deep, steady cadence that harmonizes with the tranquil atmosphere of the atelier. The soft golden lamplight casts long, gentle shadows, enveloping everything in a comforting, peaceful glow, as the unique perfume softly, beautifully, finds its quiet, perfect balance. You simply exist in this fragrant, serene moment, allowing all thoughts to dissolve into the nuanced beauty of the evolving scent. Everything feels wonderfully contained, perfectly complete. In this hushed sanctuary, the delicate perfume of your custom scent, a blend of sandalwood and bergamot, still subtly lingers on your skin as you step from the quiet elegance of your penthouse into the tranquil embrace of your conservatory. The mid-morning air here is noticeably cooler, infused with a fresh, earthy scent of damp soil and vibrant foliage, a stark yet comforting contrast to the dry air within. Above you, the expansive glass roof is alive with a gentle, mesmerizing symphony, the soft, continuous pat-pat-patter of a light rain, transforming the world into a hushed, contemplative space. You move with a quiet, unhurried grace across the smooth, cool flagstone floor, its surface naturally textured beneath your bare feet. Each step feels grounded, deliberate. The light filtering through the rain-streaked glass is soft and diffused, painting the interior in shades of muted gray and rich, vibrant green. Tendrils of condensation trace intricate, fleeting patterns across the inner surface of the glass, creating a delicate, ever-changing veil between you and the outside world. The sound of the rain is profoundly calming, a rhythmic lullaby that gently envelops everything, muting any distant city hum to an almost imperceptible whisper. Your gaze drifts over the lush, meticulously arranged collection of exotic plants. Broad, dark green leaves gleam with a subtle sheen, each one glistening with tiny, trapped droplets of condensation. The faint, sweet aroma of orchid blossoms, a delicate and fleeting fragrance, mingles with the deeper, more pervasive scent of wet earth and growing things. You notice a large fern, its fronds unfurling with slow, almost imperceptible grace, each delicate curl a testament to patient growth. A tiny individual drop of water might fall from a higher leaf, landing with a soft, distinct plink into the moist soil below, a minuscule sound amplified by the quiet. You make your way to a comfortable, deep-seated rattan chair, positioned perfectly to overlook the rain-kissed garden beyond the conservatory's glass walls. Its cushions, made of soft, natural linen, yield gently as you settle in, providing a sense of enveloping comfort. You rest your hands on the smooth, cool armrests, feeling the subtle woven texture against your skin. The air, rich with the scent of rain and greenery, feels soft and humid, a gentle caress. You lean back, allowing your head to rest against the supportive cushion. Your eyes close slowly, effortlessly, as the rhythmic pat-pat-patter of the rain on the glass roof becomes the sole focus of your awareness, a steady, hypnotic pulse. The gentle coolness of the ambient temperature, the soft humidity on your skin, the earthy scents, all these sensory details merge into a single, profound sense of peace. You simply breathe, slow and deep, feeling completely at ease, completely immersed in the profound quietude of the rainy conservatory, letting yourself drift. You remain nestled in the deep comfort of the rattan chair, the soft linen cushions cradling you gently. The rhythmic pat-pat-patter of the rain on the glass roof above continues its steady, hypnotic rhythm, a constant, soothing presence that seems to deepen the tranquility of the conservatory. The air around you is rich with the earthy scent of wet soil and lush, vibrant greenery, mingling with the delicate, almost imperceptible floral notes from the exotic blooms. A profound sense of quietude settles, inviting you to simply be. From hidden nozzles strategically placed amongst the dense foliage, a very fine, cool mist begins to silently, gently diffuse into the air. It rises almost invisibly, then slowly descends, brushing against your skin with an ethereal, refreshing touch. The sensation is one of exquisite lightness, a delicate coolness that revitalizes without chilling, a subtle dampness that refreshes every pore. You feel the tiny, almost weightless droplets settle on your eyelashes, a fleeting, cool kiss before softly disappearing. You breathe deeply, inhaling the now intensified, pure essence of the verdant sanctuary. The mist seems to carry the very lifeblood of the plants, amplifying their natural, clean aromas. You detect the crisp, slightly sharp scent of fresh fern fronds, the sweeter undertones of unseen blossoms, and the deep, grounding fragrance of rich, dark earth. Each breath is cool, clean, and deeply satisfying, filling your lungs with the profound purity of this enclosed, natural world. The faint hiss of the misting system, barely audible, blends seamlessly with the soft rain, creating a unified, soothing soundscape. Your eyes, still softly closed, register the subtle, diffused light of the rainy day through your eyelids. The patterns of light and shadow, filtered by the glass roof and the dense canopy of leaves, appear as soft, shifting blurs, abstract shapes that drift and merge without effort or demand. There is no need to focus, no need to define. You simply allow your mind to float with the gentle mist, your thoughts dissolving into the rhythmic patter of the rain and the cool, soft touch on your skin. The fine mist continues its gentle cycle, a continuous, refreshing caress. Your body feels completely relaxed, supported by the soft cushions, enveloped by the cool humidity. The gentle weightlessness of the mist creates a subtle, floating sensation, as if you are suspended within a verdant cloud. The rhythmic sounds of the rain, the soft hiss of the mist, and the clean, earthy scents combine to create an immersive, comforting cocoon of sensory delight. Your breathing has slowed to an almost imperceptible pace, deep and even, perfectly in tune with the profound calm that permeates the conservatory. Every muscle in your body feels utterly released, profoundly at peace. You drift, gently, effortlessly, in this serene, misty haven. The cool, misty air of the conservatory, still carrying the faint scent of damp earth and growing things, now gradually recedes as you re-enter the main living spaces of your penthouse. The subtle rhythm of the rain, which has soothed you, softens into an almost imperceptible whisper in the distance. You move with unhurried grace through the expansive, quiet rooms, making your way towards a dedicated utility room, a space of precise order and meticulous care. The soft, ambient light of early afternoon fills this purposeful area with a calm, even glow. As you step inside, a clean, almost sterile aroma greets you, a faint metallic tang subtly mixed with a hint of polishing compound, a scent that signifies precision and preservation. The room is immaculately organized, with deep, built-in mahogany cabinetry and a large, central work table crafted from a solid slab of polished dark granite. Upon the table, laid out on a soft gray velvet cloth, rests a collection of various heirloom silver pieces, a small, intricately carved serving spoon, a delicate butter knife with a mother-of-pearl handle, and a broader, heavier ladle. Each piece bears the subtle, muted patina of time, a soft gray film that gently obscures their inherent brilliance. You reach for a soft, lint-free polishing cloth, its thick, plush fibers feeling incredibly gentle and absorbent against your fingertips. Then, with a quiet click, you open a small porcelain jar of specialized silver polish. A faint, clean, almost minty scent rises softly, a prelude to the meticulous work ahead. You gently scoop a small, pearlescent dollop of the creamy white polish onto the cloth. Its cool, smooth consistency, a pleasant sensation. You pick up the intricately carved serving spoon, feeling its cool, solid weight in your hand, a tangible link to generations past. With slow, deliberate circular motions, you begin to gently rub the polish into the silver. A very subtle, almost imperceptible asterisk SSSHHHSSSHHH asterisk sound accompanies the friction of the cloth against the metal, a rhythmic whisper of dedicated care. As you work, the muted gray tarnish slowly, almost magically, begins to lift, revealing the bright, luminous gleam of the sterling silver underneath. Each stroke is a patient act of restoration, bringing forth the hidden beauty. Your eyes meticulously follow the transformation, observing how the intricate carvings on the spoon, previously obscured, now emerge with stunning clarity, catching the ambient light in delicate facets. The silver, once dull, now reflects the soft light with a deep, liquid brilliance, a quiet, inner fire. The process is entirely meditative, requiring focused, gentle attention, allowing no room for extraneous thought. The clean, slightly metallic scent of the newly polished silver blends with the subtle fragrance of the polish, creating a unique, comforting aroma that fills the quiet room. You continue this slow, rhythmic task. The asterisk, SSSH, HH, SSSH, HH, asterisk of the cloth, a steady, calming cadence. With each piece, a quiet sense of satisfaction settles within you as the silver is gradually restored to its original, exquisite luster. The room remains profoundly quiet, save for these gentle, deliberate sounds. Your breathing has fallen into a deep, even rhythm, perfectly synchronized with the measured movements of your hands, leaving you feeling entirely present, utterly calm, and deeply connected to the enduring craftsmanship of these beautiful heirloom pieces. The subtle gleam of the polished silver is a profound and comforting sight, reflecting the peaceful atmosphere. The rhythmic asterisk, SSHHHSSHHH, asterisk of the polishing cloth against the silver has now ceased, leaving a profound and satisfying silence in the meticulously organized utility room. The subtle, clean, minty scent of the polish, blended with the faint metallic tang of newly buffed silver, still lingers gently in the air, a testament to the patient work just completed. The cool, smooth granite surface of the work table beneath your hands holds a collection of heirloom silver pieces, now transformed. You arrange the various pieces, the intricately carved serving spoon, the delicate butter knife with its mother-of-pearl handle, and the broader, heavier ladle, on the soft gray velvet cloth. Each one now gleams with a radiant, mirror-like sheen, their surfaces reflecting the soft, ambient light of the early afternoon with an astonishing clarity. The light, which was once simply a general glow, now seems to dance and shimmer across the polished contours, revealing every detail with exquisite precision. Your eyes sweep slowly, deliberately over the collection, admiring the transformation. The deep, lustrous brilliance of the silver is now fully revealed, an almost liquid surface that seems to hold light within its depths. On the serving spoon, the intricate tiny floral patterns, previously obscured by tarnish, now stand out in sharp relief, each line and curve rendered with crystalline sharpness. You lean closer, noticing how the soft overhead light is perfectly mirrored within the spoon's bowl, a tiny inverted reflection of the serene room. You gently pick up the butter knife, feeling its cool, solid weight, its mother-of-pearl handle now glowing with an ethereal, iridescent sheen, contrasting beautifully with the bright silver blade. The smoothness of the polished metal against your fingertips is exquisite, a perfect, unblemished surface. You turn it slowly, watching how the light catches its facets, creating a subtle play of light and shadow that shifts with every tiny movement, a silent dance of brilliance. The silence of the room is so complete that you can almost feel the gentle coolness radiating from the polished silver, a subtle, constant presence. A profound sense of quiet satisfaction settles over you as you gaze at the perfected pieces. This work, a slow and deliberate act of care, has brought forth not just shine, but a renewed sense of history and enduring beauty. The objects, once muted by time, now confidently reflect their past and present, embodying a quiet elegance. The air in the room feels still, clean, and imbued with the gentle energy of careful restoration. You finally place the last piece, the heavy ladle, back onto the velvet cloth. Its broad, deep bowl now reflects the soft light with a deep, liquid pool of brilliance, a testament to the thoroughness of the polishing. You allow your gaze to soften, taking in the entirety of the gleaming collection, their combined radiance filling the quiet space with a gentle, comforting luminescence. Your breathing has become deeply calm and even, a steady, unhurried rhythm that mirrors the profound peace of the room. Everything feels perfectly balanced, perfectly restored, inviting a deep sense of tranquil completion. The luminous gleam of the polished silver, reflecting the soft afternoon light, now gently fades from your vision as you leave the quiet utility room. Your steps, soft and unhurried, lead you towards a different kind of warmth and comfort. The cool, clean air of the penthouse shifts subtly, hinting at a cozy destination as you approach your dedicated listening lounge. The ambient light of late afternoon, now a deeper gold, softens further as you enter, embracing the room in a mellow, inviting glow. As you step inside, a distinct, comforting aroma greets you, the subtle, woody scent of burning embers, mingling with a faint, clean smell of aged paper and leather from nearby bookshelves. In the corner of the room, a grand, stone fireplace casts a soft, dancing glow. Within its hearth, carefully arranged logs burn with a gentle, consistent flame, producing a rhythmic, soft crackle and pop sound that fills the tranquil space with a profound sense of warmth and natural rhythm. You move towards a tall, beautifully crafted mahogany cabinet, specifically designed to house your extensive vinyl collection. The polished wood feels smooth and cool beneath your fingertips as you slide open one of its deep drawers. A very faint, satisfying asterisk, SHHH, wish asterisk sound accompanies its opening, revealing rows upon rows of perfectly preserved record albums. The faint, unique scent of old paper sleeves and vinyl, slightly dusty yet clean, rises softly, a nostalgic aroma that speaks of countless musical journeys. Your fingers glide slowly, deliberately, across the smooth, flat spines of the record jackets. You take your time, savoring the familiar titles, the classic artwork, allowing your intuition to guide your selection. The feel of the stiff cardboard, some slightly softened by age, is a tactile connection to the music within. The soft, rhythmic crackling of the fireplace continues its steady rhythm, a comforting backdrop to this quiet, anticipatory moment. Finally, your hand settles on a particular album. You slide it out from the row with a soft, almost inaudible asterisk, SHHHK, feeling the light friction of the cardboard against its neighbors. The album cover itself is a piece of art, its faded colors and subtle textures telling a silent story. You hold it gently, admiring the vintage typography, the carefully composed imagery, a silent promise of the rich sounds contained within. You carry the chosen album to your meticulously maintained audiophile turntable, positioned on a low dark wood console directly facing the fireplace. The subtle warmth from the crackling fire gently brushes against your hands as you carefully remove the record from its sleeve. A faint, dry whoosh of air accompanies the extraction, followed by the delicate, almost imperceptible scrape of the vinyl as it leaves the paper. The large black disc, cool and smooth, feels weighty and significant in your hands. The room is steeped in the comforting glow of the fire, the crackling sounds, a soothing presence, creating a profound atmosphere of quiet anticipation and luxurious relaxation. Your breathing has settled into a slow, even rhythm, perfectly in tune with the deep calm that fills the lounge. You are completely present, ready to immerse yourself in the rich, analog sound. The cool, smooth vinyl record, now freed from its sleeve, rests gently on the plush velvet mat of your audiophile turntable. The subtle warmth from the crackling fireplace washes over the console, mingling with the faint, comforting sense of aged paper and wood, creating a profound sense of anticipation. The soft rhythmic crackle and pop of the burning logs is the dominant sound in the room, a consistent, natural presence. With unhurried precision, your fingers carefully lift the tone arm, feeling its perfectly balanced weight. The gentle click of the stylus unlocking is barely audible. You lower it slowly, very slowly, towards the outer groove of the spinning black disc. The air in the room feels thick, with expectation, yet utterly calm. A faint, almost imperceptible loses sound whispers from the stylus as it just makes contact with the vinyl, tracing the silent lead-in groove. Then a profound quiet. And then a series of delicate, barely audible static pops and crackles. Like tiny, distant fireflies sparking in the darkness, each one a comforting reminder of the analog warmth to come. These gentle sounds gradually recede, softening into the background, as the first deep, resonant notes of classical music begin to emerge from the impeccably tuned speakers. The sound is rich, warm, and profoundly immersive, filling the lounge with a luxurious tapestry of harmonies. The music flows effortlessly, a symphony of strings, woodwinds, and subtle brass, each instrument rendered with astonishing clarity and depth. You feel the deep, resonant vibrations of the cello, a rich, earthy hum that seems to travel directly through the floorboards and up through the soles of your feet. The lighter, more ethereal notes of the violins float delicately above, weaving intricate patterns of sound that dance gently in the air. The crackling fireplace continues its soft, rhythmic song, a natural counterpoint to the orchestral swells, never competing, always complementing. You lean back further into the deep, plush comfort of your armchair, feeling the velvet yield perfectly to the contours of your body. Your eyes close effortlessly as you allow yourself to be completely enveloped by the rich, warm tones. The music is not demanding of your attention, but rather a gentle, flowing invitation to simply listen, to simply exist within its harmonious embrace. Each note is a soft caress, each melodic phrase a quiet journey. The subtle scent of the burning wood from the fireplace deepens, enhancing the feeling of profound comfort and natural warmth. The complex layers of the music gently wash over you, a continuous, soothing wave of sound. There is no urgency in its unfolding, only a graceful progression. Your breathing becomes deeply slow and even, effortlessly synchronizing with the unhurried rhythm of the classical piece, a profound sense of peace settling deep within your chest. The gentle static pops and grease-slow and crackles, now truly faint, add to the nostalgic, comforting texture of the vinyl playback. You are completely present, yet utterly unbound by thought, simply drifting in the warm, rich ocean of sound, a truly serene and luxurious immersion. This is a complete surrender to quiet, harmonious beauty, an effortless drift towards stillness. The deep, warm tones of the classical music, still resonating faintly in the air, slowly fade as you leave the comfortable embrace of the listening lounge. The rhythmic crackle of the fireplace becomes a distant, gentle memory. You move with a quiet, unhurried grace through a sun-drenched corridor, leading towards a bright, airy space dedicated to botanical artistry. The mid-afternoon light streams through tall, arched windows, illuminating the gleaming surfaces of a large, dark wood work table. The air here is clean and fresh, subtly perfumed with the sweet, delicate scent of freshly cut flowers and damp, green stems. On the polished surface of the table, bathed in the soft golden light, lies an exquisite assortment of fresh-cut blooms and vibrant greenery, recently gathered from your expansive estate gardens. Clusters of velvety crimson roses, delicate white lilies with their long, elegant stems, and sprays of fragrant eucalyptus leaves are meticulously arranged, their natural beauty awaiting your thoughtful composition. A tall, slender crystal vase, gleaming with pristine clarity, sits patiently at the center, ready to receive its floral inhabitants. Beside it, a pair of gleaming silver floral shears rests on a plush velvet cloth, their sharp blades reflecting the gentle light. You approach the table, your hands reaching out to gently touch a large, dewy rose petal. Its velvety texture feels cool and exquisitely soft beneath your fingertips, a vivid tactile sensation. You lift a cluster of the roses, inhaling their deep, sweet perfume, a rich, heady aroma that speaks of summer days and quiet beauty. The faintest whisper of dampness from the freshly cut stems adds a natural, grounding note to the air. The delicate rustle of leaves as you gently rearrange the flowers is barely audible, a soft, natural sound. With deliberate precision, you select a single, perfect white lily. Its long, sturdy stem feels cool and firm in your hand. You position it carefully against the inside of the tall crystal vase, observing how its elegant form complements the clear glass. A soft, clear the clink echoes gently as the stem touches the bottom of the vase, a subtle, resonant sound in the quiet room. You then take the gleaming silver shears. With a careful, almost silent snip, you trim a tiny portion from the stem, adjusting its height to ensure perfect balance within the vase. The sound is precise, clean, a testament to the shears' sharpness. Next, you gently introduce a few sprigs of the fragrant eucalyptus. Their silvery green leaves, slightly coarse to the touch, add a subtle textural contrast and a refreshing, camphoraceous scent that invigorates the air, mingling beautifully with the sweeter floral notes. You position each sprig with careful consideration, allowing their natural curves to create a harmonious flow within the arrangement. You turn the vase slowly, observing the composition from every angle, ensuring a balanced and pleasing visual narrative. The subtle gurgle of water, as you gently add fresh, cool water to the vase, is a soft, comforting sound. The entire process is a quiet meditation, a gentle unfolding of beauty. A profound sense of peaceful concentration settles over you as you continue to work, each placement of a bloom, a deliberate act of artistry and care. The air is rich with the pure, uplifting scent of the flowers, and the soft, golden afternoon light bathes everything in a tranquil glow. Your breathing has become deeply calm and even, a steady, unhurried rhythm that perfectly synchronizes with the quiet attention you give to each bloom. The room is filled with a gentle, profound calm, a luxurious space dedicated to the subtle beauty of nature. The newly arranged floral masterpiece, vibrant and exquisitely balanced, rests gently in its tall crystal vase, its fresh, delicate perfumes now filling the air around you. You carry the vase with careful, unhurried movements from the sunlit artistry of the flower room into the tranquil embrace of your elegant sitting room. The cool, smooth marble floor of the penthouse guides your steps, leading you towards a favorite spot where the soft, late afternoon light now begins to settle. The subtle scent of damp stems and blossoms, which accompanied you, subtly intensifies, now mingling with the refined aroma of polished wood and aged textiles that characterize this peaceful space. You place the vase with delicate precision on a low, circular side table crafted from dark, polished burl wood, positioned perfectly beside a deep, velvet-covered armchair. A soft, almost imperceptible thud echoes as the vase makes gentle contact with the solid surface, quickly absorbed by the plush carpet and quiet atmosphere. The soft, golden light of the declining sun streams through the tall, unadorned windows, bathing the newly arranged flowers in a warm, ethereal glow, highlighting the vibrant hues of the crimson roses and the pristine white lilies. You settle into the plush depths of the armchair, its rich velvet yielding softly, luxuriously, to your weight, embracing you in its comforting embrace. You lean back, allowing your gaze to softly unfocus, simply appreciating the visual harmony of the fresh blooms. The sweet, heady perfume of the roses, now mingled with the lighter, almost peppery notes of the eucalyptus, and the subtle, clean scent of the lilies, fills the air around you. Each breath you take is deep, cleansing, imbued with the pure, natural fragrance, a truly calming sensory experience. A gentle, almost imperceptible breeze whispers through the partially open window, causing the delicate petals of a nearby rose to tremble ever so slightly. This movement sends a subtle shiver of fragrance through the air, momentarily intensifying the delicate scent before settling back into the quiet harmony. You notice a single, tiny dust mote, illuminated by a beam of sunlight, dancing lazily in the air just above the flowers, a fleeting, almost magical detail in the stillness. The distant, muted hum of the city, which is usually a background presence, has now almost entirely faded, leaving only the profound quiet of the late afternoon. You extend your hand, slowly and gently brush your fingertips against the soft, cool petals of a crimson rose. Its velvety texture is exquisite, a soft, yielding touch that speaks of living beauty and delicate resilience. The profound quiet of the room, punctuated only by the subtle scent of the blooms and the occasional gentle shifting of light, creates an atmosphere of deep, unhurried relaxation. Your breathing has become deeply slow and even, a steady, rhythmic cadence that perfectly synchronizes with the tranquil flow of the fading afternoon light and the soft, surrounding floral perfumes. Everything feels wonderfully contained, perfectly arranged, as you simply exist in this moment of profound calm, allowing the gentle beauty of the flowers to envelop you, inviting a peaceful drift. The delicate perfume of the fresh-cut flowers, which filled your sitting room, now gently recedes as you move from the soft light of late afternoon to a more secluded, atmospheric space. Your steps, soft and unhurried on the cool, polished marble floor, guide you towards a specially designed tasting room within your penthouse. The subtle scent of blossoms fades, replaced by a cool, earthy aroma, rich with complex, mature notes that hint at a luxurious, sensory journey. As you step into the tasting room, a subtle shift in temperature becomes immediately apparent, a consistent coolness, perfectly maintained for preservation. The lighting is soft and indirect, emanating from hidden sources that cast a gentle amber glow upon the meticulously organized shelves of bottles and carefully curated displays. The air itself feels thick with profound quiet, carrying a complex symphony of aromas. The deep, musky scent of aged cheese, mingled with subtle hints of damp cave and earthy truffle, a uniquely rich and grounding fragrance. You approach a long, dark wood tasting table, its surface smooth and cool beneath your fingertips. Upon it, arrayed with artistic precision, are three small, carefully portioned wedges of rare, aged cheeses. Each rests on a miniature slate tile, accompanied by a small, gleaming silver cheese knife. The cheeses themselves vary in hue and texture, a deep creamy yellow with a delicate bloomy rind, a firm, almost crystal-like amber, speckled with tiny, white amino acid crystals, and a soft, spreadable blue veined with striking sapphire patterns. Your gaze settles first on the deep, creamy yellow cheese. You lean in slightly, inhaling its subtle, earthy aroma, noticing a delicate scent of sweet cream and a faint, mushroomy undertone, a whisper of its long aging process. With slow, deliberate movements, you lift the silver cheese knife, feeling its cool, balanced weight in your hand. You gently slice a thin, precise portion from the wedge. A soft, almost imperceptible thwip sound accompanies the delicate cut, quickly absorbed by the profound quiet. The paste of the cheese is smooth and yielding, offering no resistance. You bring the tiny, perfectly cut piece to your lips. The first contact is smooth, almost buttery, melting gently on your tongue. The flavor unfolds slowly, a rich, nutty sweetness at first, then developing into a subtle, earthy depth, a lingering taste of sun-drenched pastures and patient craftsmanship. You chew slowly, allowing the complex notes to fully develop, savoring each nuanced layer, feeling the creamy texture coat your palate. The quiet of the room seems to amplify the subtle textures and tastes, making the experience deeply meditative. Next, your attention shifts to the firm, amber-colored cheese. Its scent is sharper, more pungent, carrying notes of roasted nuts and a hint of mineral. The blade of the knife makes a crisp, almost brittle snap as it breaks through the crystal-like texture. You taste a sliver, feeling the delicate crunch of the amino acid crystals, followed by a burst of intense, savory flavor, a profound umami that lingers pleasantly. The tasting room remains utterly silent, save for these subtle sensory events. Your breathing has settled into a deep, slow rhythm, perfectly in tune with the unhurried exploration of these rare, aged delicacies, feeling a profound sense of quiet contentment and deep connection to the rich history of their creation. This moment is pure, luxurious indulgence, grounded in ancient tradition. The rich, complex aromas of the aged cheeses still subtly perfume the cool, hushed air of the tasting room, mingling with the faint, earthy scent of damp cave. You have savored the creamy sweetness of the yellow, bloomy rind and the sharp, savory intensity of the crystal-studded amber. Now your attention turns to the final, intriguing piece, the soft, spreadable, blue-veined cheese, its sapphire patterns promising a new sensory experience. The soft, indirect lighting continues to cast a gentle, amber glow upon the meticulously arranged table, creating a profoundly serene atmosphere. You select a fresh silver cheese knife, its cool, polished blade gleaming softly. With gentle precision, you slice a small, delicate portion from the blue-veined cheese. The knife glides effortlessly through its yielding texture, creating a soft, almost imperceptible swish sound that is quickly absorbed by the quiet room. You observe the intricate blue marbling, a natural artistry that speaks of complex fungal development and patient maturation. The scent is robust, earthy, with a distinct piquant note that hints at its bold flavor profile. Beside the slate tile holding the cheese, a slender, crystal wine glass, perfectly clear and exquisitely delicate, awaits. Its cool, smooth rim invites a subtle touch. You reach for a dark, aged bottle, its label in elegant, faded script. With a slow, precise motion, you pour a small measured amount of a complementary vintage, a rich, dark port, into the glass. A soft, gentle, deesglug sound accompanies the dark, viscous liquid as it fills the bowl of the glass, a quiet, inviting sound. The wine's deep, fruity aroma, mingled with notes of fig and spice, rises gently, creating a complex olfactory tapestry with the cheese. You take a small piece of the blue cheese and bring it to your lips. The texture is incredibly soft, dissolving quickly on your tongue, releasing an immediate burst of piquant, earthy, and subtly sweet flavors. The robust taste lingers, a bold presence that awakens your palate. You then bring the crystal glass of port to your nose, inhaling its rich, sweet bouquet, a comforting warmth that promises depth. With a slow, deliberate motion, you take a small sip of the port. Its sweetness is immediate, a luscious, warm embrace that coats your mouth, offering a luxurious contrast to the cheese. The dark, fruity flavors mingle exquisitely with the lingering notes of the blue cheese, creating a harmonious balance, a perfect counterpoint of sweet and savory. The warmth of the wine spreads gently through your throat and chest, a comforting internal glow that deepens the sense of peace. You close your eyes for a long moment, allowing the complex interplay of flavors and aromas to fully develop, to dance and merge in your senses. The profound quiet of the tasting room, broken only by these subtle sensory explorations, remains undisturbed. Your breathing has settled into a very slow, even rhythm, a deep, steady cadence that perfectly synchronizes with the unhurried progression of tastes and sensations. Every muscle in your body feels profoundly at ease, entirely present in this luxurious moment of quiet appreciation. Everything feels wonderfully contained, perfectly balanced, as the subtle notes of cheese and vintage wine gently settle, inviting a deep and peaceful drift into profound calm. The complex aromas of aged cheese and vintage port now softly fade, leaving a comforting warmth deep within you as you move from the refined quiet of the tasting room. Your steps, slow and deliberate on the cool, polished marble floor, lead you to a different kind of sanctuary, one that embraces the profound stillness of the natural world. The interior lights of the penthouse are dimmed, setting a tranquil mood as you approach an expansive, unadorned window that overlooks your private cove. The evening has deepened, casting a profound, velvety darkness over the landscape. As you near the window, a new primal scent begins to subtly permeate the air. The crisp, clean aroma of salt and damp sand carried on a soft, cool breeze. The light from the moon, now high above and almost full, bathes the scene in an ethereal, silvery luminescence. The waters of your private cove are transformed into a vast, shimmering canvas, reflecting the moonlight with a gentle, hypnotic gleam. The continuous rhythmic swoosh-hush of waves, softly caressing the sandy shores, fills the quiet space, a timeless lullaby. You settle into a deep, comfortable lounge chair, upholstered in a soft, cool linen, positioned perfectly to frame the moonlit spectacle. The subtle texture of the fabric yields gently to your weight, embracing you in a sense of enveloping comfort. You rest your hands on the smooth, cool armrests, feeling the gentle chill of the night air filtering through the subtly ajar window. The air itself is fresh and clean, invigorating yet calming, infused with the pervasive scent of the ocean. Your gaze drifts outwards, softening, as you observe the steady, unhurried rhythm of the moonlit waves. Each wave approaches the shore with a slow, deliberate grace, its crest illuminated by a silver thread of moonlight, before gently collapsing onto the wet sand. The soft, continuous sway sound of the receding water is a balm, blending seamlessly with the deeper swoosh of the incoming tide. The white foam, briefly luminous against the dark sand, quickly dissipates, leaving behind only a wet, gleaming expanse that mirrors the sky. The distant, shimmering surface of the ocean extends endlessly into the horizon, a vast, unbroken expanse of silver and shadow. You notice the subtle play of light on the water, tiny fleeting glints of reflected moonlight that dance and disappear with each gentle undulation. The only sounds are those of the sea, the soft rhythmic hush of the waves, the gentle whisper of the breeze, and the almost imperceptible scrape of fine sand being pulled back by the tide. You close your eyes for a long moment, allowing the mesmerizing rhythm of the waves to completely envelop your senses. The cool, clean scent of the ocean fills your lungs with each slow, deep breath. Your body feels profoundly relaxed, deeply connected to the ancient, rhythmic pulse of the sea. All thoughts dissolve into the profound calm, leaving only the tranquil sensation of moonlit waves, gently, endlessly, caressing the shore. You drift, effortlessly, in this timeless, serene embrace. You remain seated in the deep comfort of the lounge chair, its soft linen cradling you, as the moonlit waves continue their timeless dance on the shores of your private cove. The rhythmic swoosh-hush of the ocean is a constant, enveloping presence, gradually drawing you deeper into a state of profound calm. The cool, clean scent of salt and damp sand, carried on the soft breeze, fills your lungs with each slow, even breath, a natural and grounding aroma. The silvery light of the moon, now even higher in the sky, casts a tranquil glow across the entire scene, softening all edges, blurring the distinction between land and sea. You close your eyes once more, allowing the visual spectacle of the moonlit waves to gently recede from your conscious awareness. Now it is the sound, the pure, unadulterated rhythm of the ocean, that takes center stage. The waves approach the shore with a slow, deliberate build, a soft, growing swoosh that swells and then gently breaks. The sound of the water spreading across the sand is a soft, continuous, like a giant, tranquil breath. This is followed by the delicate, almost imperceptible scrape and hiss of the receding tide, pulling tiny grains of sand back into the vastness of the sea. The cycle repeats endlessly, seamlessly, without haste or interruption. Each swoosh, each scrape is distinct, yet entirely harmonious, weaving together into a single, continuous melody of relaxation. There is no beginning, no end, only the enduring rhythm of the water, a natural, hypnotic pulse that seems to synchronize with the beating of your own heart. The air itself feels alive with these gentle, pervasive sounds, creating a dense, comforting sonic blanket that wraps around you. You focus solely on the sensation of the cool, clean air against your skin, a delicate caress that complements the auditory experience. The subtle aroma of the ocean, its vastness and purity, seems to deepen with each rhythmic sound, grounding you even further in this natural sanctuary. Your body feels heavier, more deeply settled into the soft linen, a profound sense of weightlessness pervading your limbs, yet still securely cradled by the chair. Every muscle in your body has released its tension, softening completely. As the minutes drift by, carried on the gentle rhythm of the waves, your mind begins to clear. Thoughts, like distant echoes, appear and then gracefully dissipate, carried away by the ceaseless flow of the ocean. There is no need to hold on to them, no need to engage. Only the pure, unadulterated sensation of profound peace remains. The rhythmic sounds of the ocean are not demanding, but inviting, drawing you deeper and deeper into a state of effortless calm, a gentle, quiet descent. You continue to listen, simply listen, to the waves. The swoosh, 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 guiding you further into a state of tranquil surrender. The swoosh. The vastness of the ocean, its timelessness, its unending rhythm, becomes a profound metaphor for rest. You are completely absorbed, profoundly at peace, enveloped in the soothing, hypnotic embrace of the ocean's gentle, rhythmic lullaby. This is a profound and effortless drift, a complete surrender to the deep, natural calm, the ancient, rhythmic swoosh hush of the moonlit waves now begins to soften, receding into a distant, gentle whisper. As you move from the open expanse of the private cove, you transition back inside, leaving the cool, salt-laced air of the ocean behind for the perfectly calibrated comfort of your inner sanctum. Your bare feet now find the smooth, cool embrace of the same marble floor you walked across this morning, a familiar and grounding sensation. The deep, velvety darkness of late evening has settled, filling the penthouse with a profound sense of quiet and stillness. As you move through the hushed, expansive living spaces, a subtle, almost imperceptible hum becomes a gentle background presence. It is the sophisticated climate control system, diligently maintaining a state of perfect comfort, an unseen force ensuring an ideal temperature and pristine air quality. This barely audible sound is constant, a low, steady, that is so seamlessly integrated into the quietude of the penthouse that it almost dissolves into silence. It is not intrusive, but rather a profound underscore to the luxurious peace a constant, gentle breath of warmth and freshness. You find yourself in the central living area, where the vast floor-to-ceiling windows now reflect the soft internal lighting of the penthouse, mirroring the gentle glow of meticulously placed table lamps. The city lights, once a dazzling tapestry from the observatory, are now a distant, blurred shimmer, entirely separate from your cocoon of calm. The air itself feels exquisitely pure, entirely free of any lingering external scents, maintained at a consistent, ideal temperature that feels neither too warm nor too cool, a perfect balance. You settle into a deep, plush sofa, upholstered in a finely woven, cool, gray linen. The soft fabric yields perfectly to your weight, embracing you in its quiet comfort. You close your eyes, allowing your head to rest against the supple cushions, feeling their gentle support. The profound quiet of the penthouse wraps around you, punctuated only by the subtle, persistent hum of the climate control system. It is a steady, almost hypnotic sound, a delicate vibration that seems to resonate deep within the very fabric of the building, and subtly within you. Each breath you take is clean, light, and perfectly tempered. You notice the sensation of the air gently circulating, a soft, barely perceptible movement that brushes against your skin with an even, consistent warmth. There are no sudden drafts, no shifts in temperature, only this continuous, unwavering comfort. The subtle scent of fine, polished wood and a whisper of clean linen subtly permeate the air, a sophisticated backdrop to the mechanical hum. Your mind drifts, unbound by any specific thought. The steady low of the climate control becomes a single, continuous tone, a quiet drone that gently guides your awareness inwards, away from any external distractions. It is a sound of perfect maintenance, of effortless function, ensuring an environment of unwavering peace. Your breathing has become deeply slow and even, a tranquil rhythm that perfectly synchronizes with the subtle, pervasive hum. Every muscle in your body feels profoundly relaxed, effortlessly released into the soft embrace of the sofa. You are completely at ease, deeply comfortable, enveloped in the quiet, perfectly maintained atmosphere of your penthouse, drifting effortlessly into a profound, tranquil stillness. The consistent, almost imperceptible hum of the climate control, which permeated the general living spaces, now gently guides you deeper into your penthouse, towards the ultimate sanctuary of your bedchamber. The luxurious coolness of the marble floor, a familiar touch beneath your bare feet, gradually transitions to the soft, deep pile of a cashmere rug, its exquisite softness, a gentle invitation to profound rest. The velvety darkness of deep night has fully descended, cloaking the room in an enveloping stillness, where only the faintest, soft glow from a digital bedside clock offers a muted hint of time, a serene whisper in the quiet. You enter the spacious bedchamber, feeling the air envelop you with an unwavering, gentle warmth, perfectly calibrated to induce a profound sense of ease. This temperature is so consistently comfortable that it feels like an extension of your own skin, neither too cool nor too warm, a perfect atmospheric embrace. The pervasive scent here is one of pristine, freshly laundered linen, subtly infused with a delicate, clean, almost ethereal aroma that promises undisturbed slumber. The profound silence of the room is broken only by the continuous lomens of the climate control, now even more muted, more deeply integrated into the quietude, a gentle, hypnotic lull. You approach the vast, inviting expanse of your bed, a haven of meticulously layered comfort. The incredibly smooth, cool surface of the silken sheets catches the minimal ambient light with a soft, shifting sheen. A deep, plush duvet, its lightness almost defying its warmth, rests softly across the mattress, already perfectly turned back. Your fingers lightly brush against the crisp, clean edge of the sheet, feeling its exquisite texture, a whisper against your skin, before you slowly, effortlessly, ease yourself onto the soft, waiting mattress. The gentle sigh of the mattress as it receives your weight is barely audible, a soft, yielding sound that quickly fades into the deep calm. You settle onto your back, allowing your head to sink deeply into the perfectly plumped silk pillow. Its cool, smooth surface cradles your head with a gentle, luxurious support, aligning perfectly with the natural curve of your neck. The silken sheets draw softly around you, their delicate coolness a delightful contrast to the pervasive warmth of the room. You pull the light, yet incredibly warm, duvet up over your body, feeling its weightless embrace, a soft, comforting pressure that extends from your toes to your chin. The softest, barely perceptible rustle of the fabric is the only sound, a subtle movement within your cocoon of comfort. You close your eyes, effortlessly, as the profound darkness behind your eyelids deepens. The steady los of the climate control becomes the singular focus of your awareness, a continuous, unwavering drone that seems to gently guide your mind into an even deeper state of relaxation. There are no distracting thoughts, no lingering anxieties, only the consistent, gentle warmth of the air against your skin, the cool softness of the silk, and the quiet, rhythmic hum. Your breathing slows to an almost imperceptible, even pace, mirroring the profound stillness of the deep night. Every muscle in your body feels utterly released, profoundly at peace, enveloped in this perfect, constant comfort. You are simply drifting, effortlessly, into the profound, tranquil depths of slumber. You lie in the profound comfort of your bedchamber, enveloped in the consistent, gentle warmth maintained by the discreet climate control. The exquisite coolness of the silk sheets and the soft support of your pillow cradle you, creating a perfect haven for rest. The velvety darkness of deep night, already settled for hours, is almost absolute, broken only by the faintest soft glow from the digital bedside clock. The low, continuous gone of the system is the singular, hypnotic sound in the room, a gentle drone that has become a lullaby. As you drift on the edge of sleep, your eyes, softly unfocused, are drawn to a subtle interplay of light and shadow on the far wall. A thin, ethereal sliver of moonlight, having found its way through a narrow gap in the blackout drapes, cuts a precise, silvery line across the dark, textured wallpaper. It is a quiet, unobtrusive beam, yet its presence brings a delicate luminosity to the profound darkness, a soft, natural glow. You watch, without conscious effort, as the moonbeam subtly shifts, moving with an almost imperceptible slowness. The movement is so gradual, it is only noticeable over extended moments, a testament to the Earth's quiet rotation and the moon's steady journey across the night sky. As the light shifts, the shadows within the room, previously absolute, begin to subtly deepen or soften, creating new, ephemeral shapes. A faint, almost invisible dust motes might briefly catch the light, dancing in the silvery beam like tiny, slow-moving stars before vanishing back into the darkness. A delicate, almost imperceptible breeze, a mere breath of air from a distant, unseen vent, might cause a sheer curtain hanging near the window to stir. This gentle movement, though not directly in the moonlight, affects the ambient darkness, causing the edges of the shadows to subtly waver and blur. The effect is profoundly calming, a slow, gentle visual symphony of light and dark, a quiet dance in the deep night. The continuous, low dark of the climate control provides an unwavering, steady soundtrack to this silent display, ensuring perfect comfort. Your breathing has slowed to an almost imperceptible, even pace, mirroring the profound stillness of the moonlit room. Each inhale is cool and clean, each exhale warm and soft against the silken sheets. The pervasive scent of freshly laundered linen, subtle and comforting, adds to the serene atmosphere, wrapping you in a clean, soft embrace. You are completely at ease, entirely unbound by thought, simply observing the slow, tranquil unfolding of light and shadow. The moonbeam continues its patient, unhurried journey across the wall, its silvery presence, a soft, constant anchor in the darkness. The shadows deepen, then lighten, then stretch and recede, an endless, gentle interplay that holds no demands. You feel your body growing heavier, sinking deeper into the plush mattress, entirely integrated with the soft, consistent warmth. This silent, visual meditation, combined with the gentle hum and the profound quiet, dissolves any last vestiges of wakefulness, guiding you effortlessly into a deep, peaceful slumber. You lie in the profound comfort of your bed, the exquisite coolness of the silk sheets against your skin, and the gentle hum of the climate control a constant, soothing presence. The delicate sliver of moonlight that danced on the far wall has now subtly shifted, its light even softer, even more ethereal. The profound darkness of the deep night remains, wrapping around you like a comforting blanket. Your breathing has settled into an almost imperceptible, even rhythm, a tranquil cadence that whispers of approaching slumber. Through the vast panoramic window that frames one entire wall of your bedchamber, a different kind of visual rhythm begins to unfold. Though the city lights are a distant, blurred shimmer, and the moon itself is largely obscured, the subtle presence of nature asserts itself. Outside, the majestic, ancient trees that stand sentinel on your estate are engaged in a slow, graceful dance. They sway with an unhurried, almost balletic motion, their dark, silhouetted forms moving gently against the faint charcoal gray of the night sky. The movement is continuous, yet profoundly gentle. You watch, without conscious effort, as the long, slender branches of a towering oak tree slowly sweep from left to right, then gracefully return, a repetitive, hypnotic pendulum. The multitude of leaves, though indistinguishable in the deep darkness, create a subtle, dark undulation, like a velvet curtain rippling in a barely there breeze. There is no sound from their movement. The thick glass of the panoramic window perfectly insulates you, amplifying the profound quietude within the room. A very faint, intermittent gust of wind, a delicate breath of the deep night, might cause the trees to sway a fraction more dramatically for a moment. This subtle increase in motion creates a brief, gentle acceleration in their rhythmic dance before they slowly, gracefully return to their softer, more languid pace. The effect is entirely mesmerizing, a silent, natural ballet unfolding just beyond your view, a quiet testament to the enduring presence of nature, even in the depths of the urban landscape. Your eyes, softly unfocused, simply observe these gentle, repetitive movements. The dark forms of the trees, constantly shifting, never fully resolve into sharp focus, remaining as soft, blurred silhouettes against the faint luminosity of the sky. This lack of sharp detail encourages your mind to relax even further, releasing any need, for cognitive engagement. The consistent, gentle warmth of the air against your skin, the subtle scent of clean linen, and the unwavering hum of the climate control all blend into a singular, profound sense of comfort. You feel your body sinking deeper into the soft embrace of the mattress, a luxurious weightlessness spreading through your limbs. The gentle rhythmic swaying of the trees, a silent, hypnotic movement, mirrors the slow, peaceful undulations of your own breath. All thoughts have completely dissolved, replaced by the tranquil, repetitive visual of the quiet, swaying trees. This silent, natural rhythm guides you effortlessly, profoundly, into a deep, unbroken slumber, a complete surrender to the serene calm of the deep night. The quiet beauty of the outside world acts as a final, gentle anchor, pulling you into profound rest. You lie in the profound comfort of your bed, the exquisite silk sheets cool against your skin, and the plush mattress gently cradling your body. The consistent, gentle warmth of the bedchamber, maintained by the subtle hum of the climate control, creates a perfect atmosphere of undisturbed repose. The velvety darkness of deep night is absolute, unbroken by any light, and the gentle, silent swaying of the distant trees outside your panoramic window has become a fading, ephemeral memory, dissolving into the stillness. Now, your awareness drifts completely inward, away from all external sensations, away from the subtle hum and the lingering shadows. The focus narrows to the most fundamental, most calming rhythm of all, your own breath. You begin to simply observe the gentle rise and fall of your chest, the quiet, natural intake and release of air, without any attempt to control or alter it. This internal observation is not an effort, but an effortless, profound meditation. You notice the subtle sensation of the cool, fresh air as it very gently enters your nostrils, a delicate, almost imperceptible whisper against the inner walls of your sinuses. It is a clean, pure sensation, a subtle coolness that is barely there. Then, you follow its unseen path as it travels silently down your throat, expanding your lungs with a soft, internal dosh, a gentle inflation that feels light and effortless. There is no sound from this inward journey, only the profound, silent sensation of life-giving air. As your lungs fill, you feel the gentle, almost imperceptible expansion of your chest and abdomen, a soft, slow outward movement that is entirely natural and unforced. This physical rise is slow, deliberate, reaching a peak that is barely noticeable before a new phase of gentle release begins. There is a fleeting, exquisite moment of absolute stillness, a quiet pause between the inhale and the exhale, where all movement, all sound, all thought seems to momentarily cease. Then, just as gently, the warm air begins its slow, unhurried journey back out of your body. You feel the soft, natural contraction of your chest and abdomen, a gentle, continuous descent that releases all tension, all energy. The warm air flows softly back up your throat, a subtly different temperature than its entrance, and exits through your nostrils with a delicate, almost imperceptible warmth. The sound of this exhale is a soft, continuous hush, a release that echoes the profound calm spreading through your entire being. This cycle continues, effortlessly, endlessly. The cool inhale, the soft expansion, the gentle pause, the warm exhale, the quiet contraction. Each breath is an anchor, a subtle, repetitive sensation that gently keeps your awareness centered, preventing any stray thoughts from taking hold. The consistent, gentle warmth of the bed, the luxurious feel of the silk, and the profound darkness of the room all support this deep internal focus. Your breathing has become so slow, so even, so profound, that it almost merges with the absolute stillness of the deep night. You are simply breathing, simply existing, drifting effortlessly into the deepest, most tranquil realms of sleep, guided by this quiet, internal rhythm. Everything is calm. Everything is peace. You lie in the profound comfort of your bed, the exquisite silk sheets cool against your skin, and the plush mattress gently cradling your body. The consistent, gentle warmth of the bedchamber, maintained by the subtle hum of the climate control, creates a perfect atmosphere of undisturbed repose. The velvety darkness of deep night is absolute, unbroken by any light, and your breath continues its slow, even rhythm, a tranquil cadence that whispers of approaching slumber. Now, with each passing moment, you release all conscious effort, allowing your awareness to settle even deeper within the quiet sanctuary of your own being. The focus on your breath, which was once a gentle anchor, now becomes so ingrained, so effortless, that it almost disappears, blending seamlessly with the profound stillness that permeates the room. Any stray thought that might softly emerge, like a tiny ripple on a vast, calm lake, is simply observed, acknowledged without judgment, and then allowed to gently dissipate, to slowly dissolve back into the deep, quiet expanse of your mind. There is no need to hold on to it, no need to engage. It simply passes. You feel your body becoming profoundly heavier, a delicious, luxurious weight that presses gently downwards into the soft, yielding embrace of the mattress. Each fiber of the cashmere rug beneath the bed, each cool, smooth thread of the silken sheets, seems to absorb your weight, supporting you completely. You are sinking, effortlessly, deeper and deeper, into the profound comfort, a slow, continuous descent into luxurious softness. The soft, familiar scent of clean linen, subtle and comforting, acts as a gentle, unchanging presence in the still, warm air. The gentle, continuous of the climate control, a sound so familiar it is almost unheard, continues its steady, unwavering drone. It is a constant, gentle backdrop to the unfolding quietude, a subtle, rhythmic vibration that seems to lull your senses into an even deeper state of surrender. There are no other sounds, no other distractions, only this soft, pervasive hum, completely integrated into the absolute stillness of the deep night. The profound darkness behind your closed eyelids is unbroken, a vast, comforting expanse that invites a complete release from all visual input, encouraging the mind to simply rest. You release any lingering vestiges of effort, any subtle attachments to the day's experiences, allowing them to simply float away, like tiny, ethereal whispers on an unseen breeze. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to be, only this profound, unwavering quietude. Your breathing, now almost imperceptible, has merged completely with the stillness, becoming one with the deep, tranquil rhythm of the night itself. You are sinking, effortlessly, deeper into the dark, soft embrace of slumber, a complete and total surrender to the peace that surrounds and fills you. Everything is calm. Everything is quiet. Everything can wait. The exquisite coolness of the silk sheets, a familiar luxury, rests against your skin as you shift minutely, a final, unhurried adjustment within the profound quietude of your bedchamber. The consistent, gentle warmth of the room, held perfectly by the subtle hum of the climate control, embraces you, a soft, unwavering atmospheric presence in the absolute darkness of the deep night. You allow your body to sink even deeper into the plush, yielding mattress, feeling its gentle, resilient support beneath you. The cool, smooth silk of the bottom sheet, stretched taut and impeccably smooth, glides against your skin with an almost liquid softness, a sensation of pure, unadulterated comfort that encourages every muscle to release its hold. There is no resistance, only a profound, effortless surrender to the luxurious embrace. Your arms, heavy and relaxed, settle slowly at your sides, their weight seeming to melt into the soft contours of the mattress. The upper silk sheet, light as a whisper, drifts gently over your bare skin, a delicate caress that barely registers, yet brings with it a deep sense of soothing ease. You feel the subtle, soft weight of the duvet, now pulled up to your chin, its downy filling providing an even, consistent warmth without any sensation of oppressive weight, a light, comforting blanket of air. Your head rests, perfectly still, upon the soft, plump silk pillow, its cool, smooth surface, a gentle cradle for your neck and temples. The faintest, almost imperceptible first sound might arise from the delicate movement of your hair against the silk, a fleeting, soft whisper that quickly dissipates into the profound quiet. The ambient scent of freshly laundered linen, clean and ethereal, subtly permeates the air immediately around you, a pure and comforting fragrance. Your awareness drifts entirely inward, away from any external sensation, away from the subtle hum of the climate control, away from the enveloping darkness. You focus, effortlessly, on the slow, even rhythm of your own breath, feeling the delicate rise and fall of your chest, a gentle, internal wave that mirrors the profound peace of the deep night. Each inhale is cool and clean, each exhale warm and soft, a continuous, unwavering cadence of life. All thoughts have now completely dissolved, like faint echoes vanishing into a vast, silent expanse. You are simply existing in this moment of perfect, profound quietude, entirely at ease, entirely unbound. The exquisite sensation of the silk, the gentle warmth of the air, the unhurried rhythm of your breath, these elements merge into a singular hypnotic current, carrying you effortlessly into the tranquil depths of a deep and restorative slumber. Everything is still. Everything is quiet. You are profoundly at peace. You lie nestled in the exquisite softness of your bed, the cool, smooth silk sheets, a gentle caress against your skin, and the perfectly plumped pillow cradling your head with luxurious support. The consistent, gentle warmth of your bedchamber, maintained by the subtle, almost imperceptible hum of the climate control, surrounds you like a soft, invisible embrace. The velvety darkness of the deep night is absolute, unbroken by any light, and your breath continues its slow, even rhythm, a tranquil, internal whisper. All lingering traces of thought have now gracefully dissolved, like mist evaporating in the soft morning sun. You feel your body sinking even deeper into the plush, yielding embrace of the mattress, a profound sensation of effortless descent. It is a luxurious weightlessness, a complete release from any subtle tension, allowing every muscle, every fiber to soften and spread outwards, entirely supported and at peace. The gentle pressure of the mattress beneath you becomes one with the sensation of floating, creating a serene paradox of grounded comfort. The air around you, exquisitely pure and perfectly tempered, moves with a delicate, continuous flow, brushing against your skin with an unwavering, even warmth. There are no shifts in temperature, no sudden disturbances, only this pervasive, constant comfort that seems to breathe with you. The faint, clean scent of freshly laundered linen, a subtle whisper of purity, envelops you softly, a familiar and profoundly calming aroma that enhances the feeling of sanctuary. From the very core of this profound stillness, the low, steady cormaz of the climate control system continues its gentle, rhythmic drone. It is now so deeply integrated into the absolute quietude that it no longer registers as a separate sound, but rather as an extension of the silence itself, a subtle, unchanging frequency that resonates deep within the very fabric of the room and within your own quiet being. It is a constant, unwavering presence, a steady underscore to your effortless drift. Your eyes remain softly closed, effortlessly resting in the profound, absolute darkness behind your eyelids. There is no need to observe, no need to focus, no need for any visual input. This complete absence of light invites a deeper surrender, allowing your mind to simply rest, unbound by form or image. You are drifting, gently, slowly, away from all conscious awareness, carried by the exquisite sensations of coolness against your skin, warmth in the air, and the deep, pervasive silence. Your breathing has become so profoundly slow and even that it is almost imperceptible, a soft internal wave that mirrors the deep, tranquil rhythm of the deepest night. The gentle coolness of the silk, the soft yielding of the mattress, the unwavering warmth, and the continuous, subtle hum all merge into a singular, hypnotic current. You are sinking, effortlessly, deeper and deeper, into a vast, boundless ocean of profound peace, a complete and total embrace of restorative slumber. Everything is utterly still. Everything is completely quiet. You are entirely at peace,